What's up, guys? This is the Geeks and Phone podcast coming at you. My name is Andy. I'm here with my three guests here today. Go ahead and say hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. This is Zach. We got Travis is back on the podcast this week. Welcome back, sir.
Hello.
Hello. And we have a very special guest this week. Our good friend DJ Moran is here with us on the podcast. So yeah, we're very excited. We got quite a bit to talk about this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a better week with movie news.
Yeah, I feel like it has been for sure.
So that's usually what we. I forgot my old question. Everybody have a good week.
I had a fantastic week.
Did you have a good week?
I had a great week.
Yeah, it was all right.
It was a good week.
Yeah.
Pretty solid week this week.
The old cold bug is going around though. I
Yeah,
caught a
I've
cold
been
this
starting
week.
to get
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
TJ's got a
so-
cold right now,
Yeah.
but it's kind of just going around. It's a head cold.
Well,
but-
first world sickness.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was my last week at work before my wife has our third child.
Yes.
on Monday, so.
Yes.
Congratulations.
And
Thank you.
we probably won't see Travis
Yeah,
for a couple
few
weeks. So right now, I do want to say congratulations to you
Thank you.
in advance.
Oh, yeah.
So,
The name, I
You
can't
have a
say
name
it
yet?
here. I finally got my way. It's very Batman related and it's obscure.
Really?
I did. It's a villain name.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So-
Excited.
Attaboy.
Yep. I finally got my way.
Sweet.
Been trying. Actually, for the first one, Clarabelle, I got Claire from Resident Evil 2
Yes,
in
you
there
told
a
me
little.
And then Belle was is that Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah,
figured.
so it was compromised Resident Evil and BD.
Yeah, I do remember you telling me about you wanted to name her something Resident Evil, right? Which is cool. So.
Yeah.
I think
Sure.
right now, Travis, it's time for you to drop an exclusive on the world. We need to hear this name. Let it out.
Yeah, why not? It's Talia.
Yes! Nice!
Yeah.
Very
I-
nice!
Yeah, it's
That's
Talia.
awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. That's a cool name.
Yeah. Yep. I wanted the middle name to be Al Ghul, but
So
I
it's
couldn't.
Melody.
I tried.
Is Melody okay with that?
Yeah.
Is she? Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, finally, I got
Cheers to that.
it.
Yeah,
It's either that or Selena. So if I got it.
Talia's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that.
I thought it was better.
Mm.
It's kind of and it's an obscure, villain too. So
Yeah, right.
Even if she's not
She's
okay
not-
with it, that's why they make Demerol.
yeah,
And you sign the paper right away.
That's true. It's true.
Oh man,
That's a good point.
the podcast has already gotten dark. We're
It's like
3 minutes in.
paperwork right away.
Um,
Just have the paperwork ready, like. All you hear is like the scribble sound, like. Like, all right, we're good.
well, I'm glad everybody had a good week. I guess we'll go ahead and kick it off with movie news. We're all pretty big film geeks, so it's a collaborative effort. Movie news has been a little better this week. It was really slow, our last podcast, the one Andy and I did by ourselves, even when the three of us did the 1 week before. It's still
Yeah,
slow.
I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's just because Star Wars is coming out. Maybe they're
Yeah.
like, oh, we don't want to get trampled.
Yep, it really
At all,
is.
you know, so.
I guess I pulled
It's
up
gonna
a couple
make sense.
articles.
I've got one
Apparently,
right here,
Kenneth Branagh, director of Thor, wasn't it?
Mhm.
He's going to direct and star in The Murder on the Orient Express.
Huh.
Was that an original film?
Yeah, I don't.
It's an
It's not
Anne-
Hitchcock,
it's an
is
Agatha
it?
Christie novel.
Okay.
So
I'm thinking of another Hitchcock movie.
he's going to be doing that.
The real question is,
That'd be good.
does it star Kato and Tanaka?
What? I don't get this joke.
This is an Orient Express thing from
Oh, nice.
That's deep cuts.
Good reference.
Yeah, nice.
No, not. I don't know of yet, but yeah. So that's happening. I don't know when it's gonna. It's just in development. So, they are apparently remaking Lost in Space, and it's gonna be on Netflix.
I saw that. I don't know. I guess.
I never really saw the original show.
The show's really good. The movie was good for its time, I think.
Yeah,
I don't
It
think it's
definitely
aged
has
very well.
aged well.
Yeah.
I remember freaking Joey in the movie
Yeah.
from Friends.
Jesus.
I remember Long John Silver's, of all places, did a toy tie-in.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember getting that yellow alien thing as a plush and like a kid's toy. It's like, huh, that's odd. I saw it opening day. I mean, it was all right.
I remember with Lost in Space as a kid, like Matt LeBlanc's character, whenever he had that like silver helmet on, I was like, that's the coolest fucking thing ever.
That was pretty cool. I wonder how it looks now. I haven't. I bet it looks really fake now. It was cool, man.
I was just like, I want that. He's so cool.
They really tried to, they tried and failed to make Joey an action star.
You can't do that with Matt LeBlanc.
No, I mean, maybe if they waited a few years, but like, I feel like Friends was still on when that.
Yeah,
show
Friends
was
was
out.
still on.
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah,
he was still in the Joey phase.
like imagine putting Jerry Seinfeld into an action movie while Seinfeld's on. No, I mean now maybe that's pushing it. Maybe.
I'm in an action movie.
What's the deal with the fire? I mean, come on. Jeez, it's hot enough already. He's like in Transformers 2. He's like, what's with all the explosions, Michael? I mean, we're in the desert.
Michael, stop it!
Stop it!
Well,
I like to count how many times he says, what's the deal in a stand-up. I bet it's a lot.
Have a drinking game to Seinfeld. Every time Jerry says, what's the deal?
We hammered in 5 minutes.
Probably would.
That seems to be a big thing with Netflix now, though, is their originals. Well, this isn't original, but a lot of they're doing good right now.
Doing really good. And Amazon Prime's got Man in the High Castle, which looks really good.
Oh, really?
Really good. It's an alternate timeline where the Nazis won World War II, but somebody gets the idea that it wasn't always like that or something.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like a revolution thing. And Shang Tsung's in charge of the Japanese.
Oh,
cool.
Nice.
Into the Badlands, that new show that started.
I watched the pilot.
Really fucking
It's
good.
good.
Is it?
It's
I
really
really
good. It's not perfect, but it's watchable.
The
worried it
fight
was
scenes are
complicated.
incredible.
Yeah, I heard
it's
Like it's the raid for television.
it really is.
No way.
Way.
I'm
The
I'm
fight
there already,
scenes,
then.
like
That's
remember that
cool.
opening fight scene?
Oh, whenever he like stabs the guy with the spear and like goes
It's-
around and pulls it out from him, like blade and just pulls.
Nice.
It's
my
awesome,
God.
man. It's kind of
Well,
a
I'm gonna watch it
confusing
now.
like storyline, but
That's what I was
bit.
afraid of. They're
But-
complicated.
yeah, but the fighting is incredible.
It's not even a kill. That's just a liver pierce.
That's pretty cool. Then
Yeah, I'll stay.
I'm gonna check it out. Then
It's worth it. I'll definitely keep watching it. The Lost in Space Netflix series is fucked already because the writers the guys that are executive producing it are the guys that did Dracula Untold. That piece of shit.
well,
Let's get into it, Travis.
I mean, I liked it.
I'm the casual Dracula fan against the hardcore Dracula
I'm
fan.
very casual, which is weird because my dad is hardcore into monsters. I'm okay with them. I'm not as beholden to them.
You know how I am about monsters.
Oh, yeah.
But
No, I really like Luke Evans. It's hard for me to not like him.
He is
in
a good
movie.
actor.
He's pretty
he's
cool.
a good actor, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, No One Lives. Did you guys ever see that? Ryuhei Kitamura.
Mm-mm.
No,
Oh,
I didn't
no.
see it.
It's really
You were
good.
telling me about it.
Yeah, it's about these guys. They kidnap Luke Evans and his wife or whatever, and then they leave him for dead. And then they go and then they kidnap the wife. They take her somewhere else. He comes back and starts killing them off one by one, and then like she kills herself. Turns out that they're serial killers, and they just
Really?
kidnap them. And now Luke Evans is killing them all.
Oh, damn.
It's really good.
Sounds like an angry motherfucker.
Yeah, he's
Apparently,
sinister.
did you know that they did a pilot to Lost in Space? Another pilot in 2003. John Woo directed it.
Really?
Yeah, it says this in the article. I didn't know that.
And wow, it just never came out, huh?
It says this is the first time that Lost in Space has attempted to return to television. Back in 2003, a pilot directed by John Woo, which went by the title of The Robinsons, Lost in Space, was produced but failed to secure a pickup.
So it exists somewhere.
It
then.
does.
Huh.
Do some searching, my friend.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That would be
I'll find
really
it.
cool. And Travis and I were having a John Woo talk.
Hard boiled is so good still.
It's awesome. You ever seen
my
Hard
God.
Boiled? It's amazing.
Oh,
John Woo is man.
it's
He's
incredible.
gone downhill after
Oh yeah,
But-
totally.
Hard Boiled, Hard
damn.
Target.
Hard Target was fucking
Yes.
amazing.
Uh,
Oh, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
There's this one part in Hard Boiled where our hero is named Tequila, which is awesome. And he rolls as a motorcycle is ramping up a truck, and he's like, and it just blows up. And then he rolls out of the way, and then here comes another one, and then he's like, like that. It blows up. It's all in one shot.
Yes.
Fuck.
It's a great movie.
God damn it. That movie's so good. Like, every time I watch it, I'm
20
just
years
like,
later, it's still good.
yeah, because, like, my dad, he saw it.
6? It's 5?
I want to say 92.
Was it 90?
It's pretty old.
94. It's
I don't
early
know.
to mid 90s, I think.
Yeah, I'll look it up. But Will and Oates did this Chinese film festival back in the
Yeah, you
early
were
90s.
telling me about this.
Yeah, and like he went to it all day, and like he came home and just ran and raved.
Isn't it
about
an
how
all-day
good
festival?
Hard-Boiled. Yeah, he saw
Really?
like Chinese Ghost Story there, which is really good, and Mr. Vampire, that one's good too.
Nice.
Where the vampires hop around and shit, because like for some reason in Chinese or Japanese folklore, like the vampires will actually like they just hop around and they have their eyes closed. I swear to God.
Those other Japanese people.
Yeah.
Get a reference.
Yeah.
Hard Boiled came out in 92.
Yep.
92.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. I was
It's
off.
it's up there.
Let's see here.
I've got a piece of movie news here.
Take it.
Me being a huge Riddick fan, the Vin Diesel announced that they're doing a Riddick sequel and a Riddick Universe TV show.
Wow.
That's cool.
I think I saw
That's-
something about
That's
that.
gonna
yeah.
be fucking awesome. The last Riddick movie that came out was really good.
Yeah, I need to
Really,
watch it
really
again.
good.
I think my expectations were a little too high.
Like
I'd like to watch it.
it was a good mix of the Chronicles and then Pitch Black. Like it had that
Yeah.
well balanced mix, I thought.
Mhm.
And then
it did.
there was also a rumor going around that he would show up in Mortal Kombat X,
Oh, that'd be
but
cool.
I
That'd
heard
be cool.
I heard it's completely fake. So
I'm thinking the alien is. I'm thinking Xenomorph because like he keeps denying it, but he keeps reposting pictures on his Twitter feed of aliens, and I mean that'd be pretty
if the
cool.
Xenomorph is in Mortal Kombat,
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
That's what I'm kind of
God, that'd
thinking.
be awesome.
I mean, it seems like the stereotypical thing, but there's a lot of hints to it. So
well, I mean, they did release that image of like 4 characters.
yeah, and one of
it
them's
was
got
silhouettes.
kind of like it looks like an elongated head a little bit. I don't know, maybe not.
Nice.
I hope so.
I mean, that would be cool, but I personally like. I've heard Spawn is like a definite for
God,
sure.
I hope so.
I
That'd be cool.
I want to see Ash from Evil Dead
Yeah.
Yes.
in Mortal
Yes.
Kombat, and
That'd be
Bruce Campbell
fucking
comes to do the
awesome.
voice, but it's like Ash from Ash versus the Evil Dead. So
Yeah,
he's just
he
this
fit in.
Fucking
Oh, yeah,
dick.
yeah, he would.
I think he'd be all right. I mean,
Yeah.
Johnny Cage is in it.
Yeah,
That'd be cool. Oh, I hope so.
but yeah, that was the big thing I noticed today was that Vin Diesel announced a Riddick sequel, and I was just like, oh yes.
Yeah. Well, like he's probably wanting to get those like dependable franchises after Last Witch Hunter.
Oh,
tanked.
man, it tanked bad.
Big time. I mean, I don't even think it made $30 million.
No, I think it did.
Well, I know Furious
rough.
8's supposed to start filming here soon.
I know.
Awesome, because Jason Statham will be back as
That was
the
another
villain.
franchise
I wish they wouldn't. Like, why are they doing spin-offs and prequels?
Yeah,
though?
yeah.
What the fuck?
I mean, that's
just keep going with
That's
them.
more movie
they're
news we can
great as
throw
they
in.
are.
If anybody doesn't know, they announced they're doing spin-offs of Fast and Furious.
I
Yeah,
know one of
oh,
them's
yeah.
about the Rock's character.
yeah, what's his name?
Hobbs.
Hobbs, yeah.
Yeah,
Hobbs,
which
yeah.
I'll go see
I
because
could
it's the
see
fucking
that.
Rock.
Right.
You know.
That makes sense. I could see it.
The Rock says, "Go see my movie."
Listen here, jabroni.
Like I have a feeling that I have a feeling that one of them might be like a prequel about Dominic Toretto's dad or something.
That would be
You
kind
ever
of
notice
cool.
how they always bring him up?
They
with the
bring him
card
up a
and
lot.
everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
I
kind of
could
cool.
see that. I think so.
It will actually be played by Vin Diesel.
It probably will. It probably will with hair and a mustache or something.
He's got the Jerry curl and a stash.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. I guarantee you're right. I guarantee it. I would bet money on it.
Oh, that'd be
That was
good.
another franchise though that was like ruined for me. The Riddick from you know who.
Oh yeah.
Because
He
he
did.
remember he had the
He
Riddick
did, he did,
sickles
man.
and shit,
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah,
it
he
got-
did. I
but-
got back into it finally when I played the one on 360. I don't even remember what it's called now.
Oh, the video game. Yeah, I remember
Was
the
it
video game.
was it Assault on Dark Athena?
That sounds
Or
right. Yeah.
Escape from Butcher Bay?
That
Escape from Butcher Bay.
Escape from
Okay,
Butcher
yeah,
Bay,
you're
I
right.
think is what it was.
Yeah. I like that a lot. That was really
But
good.
like Riddick, like cool character. Like Vin Diesel plays like his D&D character. Like he portrays Riddick as his D&D character.
oh yeah,
which
yeah.
is pretty fucking awesome. And it's
Yeah,
cool
I
that
could see that.
Vin Diesel's a huge fucking D&D nerd.
Yeah, that's
Huge.
cool. I could see that.
I'm a huge D&D nerd.
What'd you say? You can't understand. That was actually we did the Fast and Furious drinking game. My buddy Mike and I made a Fast and Furious drinking game.
That's a
And one
good
of the
idea.
rules
That
was
was great.
That's a good idea.
If you can't understand Vin Diesel, take a drink.
That's a
but
really good
you have
idea,
to you
actually.
have to agree. Like there was one point where I think we were watching the first one and we heard him mumble and we were just like, "What'd he say?"
I remember that was like literally, I remember when you did that, it was like a live Snapchat thing of
Yeah.
you doing that.
It
The
was
progression from
hilarious,
part 1 and then in the middle of part 3, we were already a 30-pack of PBR in.
I remember that because
And
it was like in the middle of
was-
the day.
We
Nice.
took an entire day to do this. We started at 12 o'clock noon and then went until we passed out. And that
That's
was
crazy.
I'm never fucking doing that again.
It's like all that day drinking with Dominic Toretto as we trail off movie after. Time to
There
take
you
a
go.
fucking drink again.
The rule that killed us was every
Well,
time you make
family.
shift, you take a drink.
Oh my god, how are you guys
Man.
alive?
Like
My
you should
liver
do
is damaged real good.
it- You should do it too whenever he's like, "It ain't about that. It's about family."
Oh yes!
You know, he's always talking about family. You know?
There was another one. Anytime his car does a wheelie, you took a drink. Too. I'll have to show you the
It's
rules that we
really
came up
good.
with. Oh, anytime Tyrese Gibson went like, woo!
That's gonna get you quick.
The worst one on there was anytime you see like the inside of like the engine with this crappy CGI you took
Yeah.
a
Oh,
shot.
yeah,
You
yeah,
took
yeah.
a shot.
They're big
That
fans
was
of that.
awful.
I feel like they've dialed it back in the new ones. But
They have.
It's
And
still
the
bad.
old ones,
The
it's
first
bad.
two?
Yeah.
First two are
The
bad.
first
bad,
two was
yeah.
bad because the street races at the
Yeah.
beginning of both of them
Totally.
go right inside and you see the knots and Mike and I were just like, oh no, and we had this crappy whiskey that we got for $10
Oh.
and we had to take shots of that. I was like, I'm done. I can't fucking do this.
Did you ever see Torque?
Oh god, that movie
Um,
sucked.
There's a part where
I couldn't
where they do the engine part, but they go up through the biker and up through his nervous system and out his mullet.
Why?
I swear on my life, it's amazing. Because like I watched it in the theater for free, you know, because I was working there, and I watched it and I walked out. I was like, God damn it, I fucking hate that movie. And then I wrote a review in that school paper about how much I hate it. Then it comes out on DVD, and I review it for that British site.
Yeah.
And then
I forgot you were writing for that.
yeah,
That was
and
cool,
then like
yeah.
and like I reviewed it, and I was like, oh my god, this movie's amazing. So bad in a
Yeah.
good way. Oh my god.
Wasn't Ice Cube in that?
Yeah, he's
That's what I
a
thought.
gang leader, and he
Because of course he's.
yeah. They actually ramp up onto a train, and then,
I remember that.
Yeah,
scene, yeah.
and like he's chasing them on the train, and it's a really good movie actually. Martin Henderson was in it, and he was in Everest, which I can say a lot about Everest. I'll wait.
Fucking bad.
Oh, it was rough. It was a tough walk, run, and sit.
But yeah, that's my movie news. Riddick and Fast and Furious. And whatever.
I got some more here. As an article here, Tom Rothman has some strong words for critics of Paul Feig's Ghostbusters. This has been a
I've
film.
stopped being upset about it. I don't care.
It's a film that's been
I
under
really
a lot of
don't.
scrutiny lately. If anybody doesn't know, they're making another Ghostbusters with an all-female cast.
Yeah, which is fine,
it's
but they don't
fine,
need
yeah.
to reboot it. They
Right.
could just continue. I
Exactly.
don't care that they're all women. I could care less.
I'll read.
You and everyone else in the country because that movie's gonna fucking bomb.
Yeah, I think it will.
Well, from
too,
a financial
actually.
standpoint, I
I
don't think
really
it'll
do.
bomb, but
It's not going to make that
but,
much.
But
though.
like
it won't tank.
you know,
but
critic-wise, it's not going to do well.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm calling 20 million domestic.
That's a tall.
20 million.
I don't know though. It's coming out in the summer.
Yeah,
so
summer.
It's going to make more 20 million.
I'd say
it'll do more than
70
that.
or 80
Am I holding you
tops.
to the 20 million?
I'd say
You
that.
could hold me to 20 million.
Okay.
That's a bet.
I'd be surprised though because Fantastic Four still managed to limp to 50 somehow.
It did, yeah.
That
Tom
was really
Tom
bad.
Rothman's words for critics, quote unquote. Everybody says we're making the female Ghostbusters, but I'd say no, we're making the funny Ghostbusters. Yes, it happens to be for women. It's original.
It's really
You get
corny,
pissing and moaning on the internet, sexist comments, but fuck them. Do it or die, because the audience is diverse. I got the old Jewish guys covered. Damn. That's real talk there.
It just bothers me because I feel like they're kind of just doing it to say, hey, look, they're just getting negative attention on purpose. I really don't care if they rebooted Ghostbusters. I just think it's kind of a publicity stunt to be like, hey, they're all female.
You'd think you'd put
I don't know.
you'd put an axe in it
Kinda ticks me off.
when fucking Harold Ramis died.
Uh-huh.
The bottom line is that regardless if they're trying to shine up a turd, it's still going to be a fucking turd.
True.
It's not going to do well. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter if the movie's good. People are still going to shit on it because
it's true.
Reboot or not reboot, the way that it's being publicized, the way it's being made, the way it's coming out, it's going to just be shit on completely.
Exactly. It will be.
It has
will
no
be.
chance.
Oh, no. Uh-uh. And see, the thing that really pisses me off, too, is the fact that Bill Murray didn't want to do Ghostbusters 3 for years. Probably well over a decade.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
then all of a
Let's get
sudden,
into
he's
this.
like, hey, I'm gonna do a cameo in the new one.
You know what? I'm going to say this
Fucker,
right now, and I'm going to piss off a lot of people that listen to this podcast.
I
But
probably agree.
fuck Bill Murray.
I agree.
No, I
Fuck
agree.
him, dude.
Fuck Bill Murray.
Fuck him.
Fuck him. Like everybody fucking
after
worships
Groundhog
him.
Day.
Yeah, everybody
You know,
worships
Who the
this guy.
fuck worships Bill Murray?
The chive.
There's a lot of
A
people.
lot of people love the
A
guy.
lot of people love him.
And I've never been a huge fan ever.
Although I will admit, whenever he pops up in a
Zombieland?
Wes
Zombieland.
Anderson movie, and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
which
but-
I'm a sucker for some reason.
I love Bill Murray. I think he's awesome. Like after Groundhog Day,
As a
yeah,
person,
he
he's a
turned
dick,
he
though.
turned into an asshole because I was reading stories about
Yeah, he
like
got
what
into a
happened
fight
on the
with
set.
Ramis,
Yeah,
I'm
he got into a fight, but
Big
I
time.
heard it was because
Yeah.
he was going through like a divorce. He had like a bunch of shit going on. But
Yep.
it sucks because they stopped talking after Groundhog Day
Yeah.
for years.
I don't even think they talked before he died, did they?
I
Or maybe
think
they
they talked right before,
Okay,
but
well that's
yeah,
good.
I mean,
Yeah, that's too bad.
Honestly, Bill Murray, in my opinion, was the least memorable character out of Ghostbusters anyway. He could have been
I
replaced
think
and
he
nobody
was
would have
too. I
cared.
feel like, yeah. I mean, like he's got a lot of good lines, but it could have worked without him.
I mean, considering that it was originally supposed to be John Belushi in that role anyway.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Who really cares? Bill
Yeah,
Murray
look
could
at
have
that.
not been in that movie. If
Ever.
Belushi was still alive, nobody would have given a shit about Bill Murray. They would
Yeah,
have been like,
it's
oh
true.
yeah, he's that fucking jerk off from Caddyshack who was funny for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember watching a documentary about Belushi and like
I wonder how
Aykroyd.
different that would
I
have
think
been.
Aykroyd wrote the role for
He did.
Belushi.
Really?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Huh.
that role.
can you
was for
imagine what it
Belushi.
would have been like Ghostbusters with Belushi?
Oh,
been
man.
really
I would have
good.
loved
I
to see
loved
it.
John Belushi. Made Blues Brothers,
Excuse
Animal
me.
House.
It would have
Yeah,
been
all
a
Blues
very,
Brothers, man.
very different movie.
It would have been.
It would have had a completely
Huh.
different theme to it.
That's
I think it would have been a
interesting. I
lot
like
more
that.
comedy than it
Probably.
was, which I don't think would have been a bad thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Belushi
Yeah,
could pull
I
it
can
off.
see that. He would have made Ghostbusters 2 better, for sure.
Ghostbusters 2. No, I want to talk about that.
It's a rough one. It's a rough one. I don't know why, but I got bored and I was looking up the actor that played Vigo in that.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess he led a really rough life or something like he was arrested for like abuse a lot, and then he only did one movie, which was Ghostbusters 2. He was Vigo in it. And like he did his lines, but they were so slurred and everything that they like redubbed it, and he walked out of the theater when he saw it for the first time.
Wow.
And then he died like alone in an alley somewhere. It's like Vigo lived rough. He had a rough one, you know.
They could
Man.
remake Ghostbusters 2 and just put Kane in his spot and tack on a blonde.
Probably
wig. There
could.
you go. He's got the same
Probably
forehead.
could.
It goes on forever. Or they could just make Sigourney Weaver Vigo. Same difference.
She does. She looks like skeletal. I mean, I hate to say it.
I think
but it's true.
judge if you want. I think Sigourney Weaver's hot.
Yeah, I mean,
Right,
she's
back
still
in
attractive.
Alien-
She's got
back
an
in
angular
Alien-
kind of thing going on.
Alien, she had no ass.
That's true.
She
She had-
developed an ass
That's
over
true.
time.
Apparently.
That's true.
But in Alien, like the scene whenever she's like getting undressed,
Yeah.
and the alien
I think it
scares
was
her
a-
and she runs in.
Oh,
she
yeah,
has
yeah,
no
that's
butt.
Yeah, that's
No
right.
butt. It's flat, like Hank Hill.
Oh, I remember that episode. I remember that. Yeah, because he was riding the tractor,
The
or
tractor.
something. Yeah.
He had to get the pads for his butt.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And like, he was real embarrassed by it and stuff. And,
Bobby, you better not tell anybody about my butt pads.
Real good show. I just found out the other day. I didn't watch the finale, but I guess it begins with yep and it ended with yep.
Mhm.
Did it really?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
wow.
pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
I dropped out of maybe 4 seasons before it ended.
It's such a
I
good
watched
fucking
them all,
show,
though,
yeah.
but yeah.
It's really good on nostalgia because when it was airing week to week, it wasn't really that good. But now that it's on
I agree.
Adult Swim, it's so much
Yeah.
better being able to catch up. And you're like,
Yeah.
It gets
wow.
better as you get older.
It
too.
actually
You get more.
holds up really well.
Yeah.
Mike Judge's new
Nice.
show is actually really good on HBO.
Oh, I didn't know he had a new show.
Silicon Valley.
Oh, he did that.
that's right. I
Really?
forgot.
Silicon
did
Valley
that,
is fucking
really?
hilarious. TJ Miller is the man.
Oh, I love TJ
Oh,
Miller.
God.
That was his name. That was the guy I was thinking of last week from Deadpool. I don't remember.
Yeah. He's
We
it
were
was
ta-
Ryan
yeah.
Reynolds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did any of you ever watch the Beavis and Butthead remakes
Yeah,
when they came out a few years back?
I didn't.
they made fun of Twilight. It was fucking hilarious.
It bombed really bad.
I didn't watch
It
it,
sucks,
ever,
but I mean, it was Beavis and Butthead making fun of today's society. Like they were making fun of Jersey Shore. They were making fun of LMFAO, the band, all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
They
I love the
they really
first
went cheap though because all the cutaways were the old.
They were.
They just spliced in the old footage from 15 fucking years
Yeah.
ago, and it was like nobody really gave a shit about it. They knew it wasn't going to do well. They
Bless
knew
you.
Yeah.
they knew it wasn't going to garner any ratings.
Yeah.
And they
It was a bummer because Beavis and Butthead is amazing. I love
Mhm.
Beavis and Butthead.
their movie is highly underrated.
Oh,
it's
Beavis
so
and
good.
America was
Highly
fucking
underrated.
amazing.
It's really good. More movie news. Anybody? I braved it, but did anybody watch the trailer for Marlon Wayans' next epic, 50 Shades of Black?
I did.
You laughed!
I laughed a couple
Oh, you
times.
son of a bitch!
I laughed. I was like, well, I mean, like compared to the rest of the stuff that Marlon Wayans does, it looked okay.
Honestly, I was telling
It looked kind of
before
fun.
we started recording tonight, I was like, it'll probably be better than the real movie. Because the real
Oh,
movie,
I
that's
agree.
still the worst movie of the year.
That was a bad.
It's
movie.
horrible.
I still haven't sat through it.
No amount
I
of
was like, I
alcohol
gotta
could
watch it.
saved that movie from being
No.
Did you ever watch the spoof that they did on Paranormal Activity?
Yes, I did. It's just as yeah.
Just as bad?
It's bad.
I never braved it. I couldn't. Do
I
it.
did.
It's on Netflix.
I
It's
stopped-
called.
is it really?
It's a haunted house. is
I
what
stopped
it's
watching
called.
Marlon
yeah,
Wayans
yeah,
after
okay.
about Scary Movie 2, and
Dude, White Chicks was fucking hilarious.
Still have never watched. How was
Terry
How
Crews,
was that
that
Little
is
Man?
it.
Terry Crews in that?
Terry Crews
Oh, I
from
didn't
White
know he's
Chicks.
in that.
Yeah, he dances.
Okay, well, I'm
And
in
he's
there.
like he gets
I love
hot,
Terry
he
Crews.
gets like on ecstasy or some shit, and he has like glow sticks around him. He's just dancing, doing a robot and shit.
I love
fucking
Terry
hilarious.
Crews, man.
And then
I'm in,
he
man. I
starts
didn't know that.
serenading Marlon Wayans with that. And I would walk 1,000
Oh, Thompson
miles.
Twins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
biggest question here:
I like it.
did he do the movie with his shirt off?
He was shirtless whenever he was dancing on E and everything. It was fucking hilarious. And he was doing the peck dance and shit. And
So-
then there's
So for you movie geeks out here, has he ever done a movie with his shirt on?
That's a good point.
Expendables.
Expendables.
He
The
did,
entire
yeah.
movie?
Yeah, I think he
that's
was.
He
Yeah,
was
he
so
didn't-
cool
he
in
never had
3,
his
and then
shirt
he
on
was in the
off.
hospital for the
For
rest
the rest
of
of the movie.
That pissed me off. Sorry, spoilers.
It
Anybody
wasn't
cares.
that great.
No,
Really.
it wasn't.
Expendables 3 was
Shit.
weak.
It's like 2 years ago. It's not a fucking.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's a
Haven't
good
seen it by
point.
now. Fuck it. Who cares?
There's really
Expendables
not
2 was
much
the
to
best
leave
one.
to the imagination for that one, you know.
Expendables 2 was the best one.
Yeah,
Van
it
Damme.
was.
And
Everybody shits on it. I feel like it was really good.
It's good. Yeah.
Van
I thought it
Damme
was
as the
great.
villain was amazing.
Yeah, and I love the scene in the airport at the end.
Oh, yeah.
It was really good. You know, another movie gets kind of shit on, which is also kind of a nice segue, is G.I. Joe, which I thought would
I
suck
agree.
so bad. And it was
Oh
a
no,
blast.
we're gonna get.
Uh-oh.
He's a DJ. If
But see,
anybody-
I'm not a huge.
Hold on a fucking second. We're not going to take this discussion any further without admitting the truth that G.I. Joe was a fucking travesty. It is the worst movie I've ever seen in my fucking life. I would rather watch the new Ninja Turtles movie 30 fucking times over than watch
That's
that
bad.
pile of shit. Okay?
That's wrong.
The second one was slightly better, but that's like saying, hey, I've got herpes and I can live with that versus AIDS and I'm about to die. Okay? That movie is fucking bullshit. They should be fired. They should be strung up. We should do fucking crucifixions for these cocksuckers that allowed that to hit the fucking screen. That is bullshit. It was the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. I would rather watch anything else 20 times over than ever fucking just acknowledge the existence of G.I. fucking Joe.
Would you rather watch 50 Shades of Grey 20 times?
I'd rather watch 50 Shades of fucking gay gray, all right? I don't give a shit, man. That movie, no. Okay, and I know that you have your little side gimmick with the B-list bastard as well.
Right.
And I'm sorry, I'm a huge Mario fan. I would love,
dude.
I would
You
love,
and me.
I would love to say that Super Mario Brothers is an Oscar-worthy film compared to G.I. Joe.
Oh,
See?
come
It's
on.
good, isn't it?
No,
it's good.
it's not good. It's a
Damn
shitty
it!
movie.
I take back the fist bumper.
It's okay. It's a
lazy
shitty
finger bump.
Yeah, it's a shitty ass
But
movie.
compared to G.I. Joe, though, you
Compared to
would say
G.I.
it's
Joe.
good.
Yeah, compared to G.I. Joe, it's
All right, then
watchable.
I was
okay.
looking at Travis when he said G.I. Joe and it was like red alert in my head.
See, I didn't know.
Because I knew DJ's he's a huge G.I. Joe
Oh my
fan.
God.
I was just like, you're like another good movie, the G.I. Joe. I was like, oh,
I actually have something in development right now. I told you about this a while back.
Yes, he did.
I am going to be writing a movie that stars the G.I. Joe villains. This is going to be a live-action film, and the basic premise of it is that the world is at peace. Cobra has been defeated, but unfortunately for them, they're not dead, because after this movie, they probably wish they would be. Because what's going to happen is that we are going to follow the Cobra villains as they're forced to get regular shitty jobs just like the rest of us, and it's not going to end well for them.
That's actually a really good idea.
Cobra Commander is going to be working a drive-through. Destro, we're going to have Destro working at a call center. That's going to be just absolutely
really
fantastic.
Yeah, DJ's going to
You
write.
could do that, though.
Yeah.
You could do it, and I mean, you wouldn't even have to make money off of it. Just do it for fun. Put it
it's
on
not for money.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
DJ's going to write the script.
Easy.
You're going to give it to me to review it? Or?
Yep.
And actually, even if you were like, hey, that's a concept, you could apply it to the villains of the DC universe, even if you wanted to.
You could.
That would be hilarious.
And
That's
I
really
do have
good.
to say
I
that
like that
I
a
was
lot.
I was alerted to the fact that apparently this has sort of been done a few times with stop motion and kind of Robot Chicken style.
really?
Robot Chicken.
But, but this is actually
but-
this is going to be a short film live action that
Yeah.
actually follow these people in real life.
That's cool.
And,
That's a good idea.
I like it.
It's going to be something else. That's all I can
I
say.
can't
Really
wait for you to
good
write
idea.
it. It's going to be cool.
Huh. I like that. That's a good idea.
Enough about G.I. Joe. What other movie news?
yeah,
let's move on,
Well, they're
please.
doing the writer's room for the sequels or whatever.
For G.I. Joe?
Yeah.
I thought that was a Transformers thing.
Well, yeah, it's Transformers and G.I. Joe.
Oh, okay. I think that's a stupid idea in my opinion, but a couple. I got about 3 more articles from movie news, and we can move on to the next segment.
One more thing about G.I. Joe
Sure.
because I can't let it go. The Rock absolutely should have been in G.I. Joe 2. I had no problem with him in there, but he was absolutely miscast. He is not Roadblock. The man is a half African American, half Samoan. He is not fucking Roadblock. Terry Crews, who we just brought up earlier, is the absolute epitome of fucking Roadblock, and how he was not in this movie. That role was
very
born,
very strong.
bred, and made for him.
Yeah.
And it could have put a slight shine on the absolute fucking dog turd that was G.I. Joe 2.
They could have put The Rock somewhere else. They could have had both of them in it. There's no reason. I didn't really like Retaliation very much.
The
honestly.
sequel? What? DJ will
It had a
punch
few
me,
moments.
but I like G.I. Joe growing up, but I'm not as hardcore as
No,
fan as
no, I'm
DJ
not
is,
either.
But I enjoyed the
I'm not
movie.
either.
I liked it. I mean, I'll say I liked it from an action standpoint, not from a fan standpoint.
Totally. I knew
But,
it wasn't
Action
anything
movie wise,
like
it was good.
It was really good.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't.
I couldn't let it
anything
go.
like the-
Yeah, I
couldn't let it
understand.
go.
It's he has the passion of.
I
the
love
crap-
the animated movie though.
Yeah. Oh God.
The animated movie.
Oh, no. Oh. And
Absolutely.
And like
fantastic.
aside from that moment, which is great,
Evil
the rest of the movie is
taking
actually
flight,
really good.
Cobra.
It's action packed, and I love it when they have to work together with it. It's really good.
Cobra Commander, you fool!
I had that on Blu-ray, and I got it for $6 somehow, and then it was kind of like a rough time, so I was like, well, I gotta sell some rare ones. G.I. Joe was rare when I bought it. For some reason, it must have came back out for a brief period of time or some. Oh, thanks. And then I sold it, and now I want it back.
Do you guys know a quick story about the animated film that in the movie, in the animated film, originally when Serpentor hits Duke with the snake spear, he actually died in the movie.
I heard that.
And
I heard that.
the reason that they changed it at the end, where they said he went into a coma, and then at the end they just put a blurb in that Duke's come out of his coma. The reason they did this is when Transformers, the movie, was released in theaters, and Optimus Prime, spoiler by the way, 30 years fucking later, that Optimus Prime died. So many kids left the theater crying that Hasbro freaked the fuck out, and they changed G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Terrible idea, because nobody would have missed Duke. He would have been fine,
I agree.
But they had toys to sell that I begged my folks to buy when I was a kid.
I was crossing the line when they killed Prime in that anime. I wasn't even a big fan when I watched it, and I was like, oh wow, that's a blatant thing to sell more toys of Rodimus Prime. Fucking hot rod. That weird part when they get to that planet of judges and shit, it's spinning around or at the heads. Anyway,
sounds very Green Lantern-esque.
It does, yeah, you're right. It is very actually.
Do you guys know that apparently Peter Jackson winged it with the Hobbit?
I read that. I read that.
That?
I was like, I'm not surprised, dude.
How fucking unbelievable of a filmmaker can you be?
Phoning it
honestly,
in,
like this trilogy, it puts me to sleep.
Hobbit
It's boring, but the Battle of Five Armies was pretty good.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But how amazing of a filmmaker can you be when you're winging it and you produce this?
That's true.
That's
true.
That's
true.
pretty fucking phenomenal.
They each made a lot of fucking
money
too.
Yeah, the winging
it just goes to show you, if you've got a recognizable brand, you really don't need to try. That's just as sad as it is. Except for Fantastic Four. Everybody hated that anyway.
Right.
What does it really come down to when you say winging it, though? I mean, it's not. I mean, let's put it in context. It's not like the guy rolled out of bed, fucking, drank a fucking shot and said, "All right, let's make a movie now." I mean, it was a little more subtext to it than that.
Well,
I mean,
I think he just didn't storyboard big stuff.
Yeah. I always forget that this was Guillermo del Toro's baby.
Yeah,
Guillermo
del Toro was
he walked away from it and
for Pacific Rim. I think.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. And then Jackson took it over, and
Del Toro's one of those directors. Like, if the movie doesn't come out, I don't believe it's ever going to happen.
Literally, Del Toro is the Spanish version of Quentin Tarantino.
He is.
He's like, he's always.
That's a good.
He's a good director. Oh yeah, but he's a lot of talk.
When he does it, I agree.
Speaking of Del Toro, the Justice League Dark movie that he wrote.
I was going to get to that.
They have rumors for front runners for directors for it.
That's
Ron
one of my
arguments. Swamp Thing.
That's a good choice. Yeah.
And Ewan McGregor as Etrigan or Jason Blood, right?
Yeah, I think it would be Etrigan.
Let's not fucking mention that.
Colin Farrell.
Let's not
Colin Farrell is Constantine.
Colin Farrell is Constantine. What's wrong with Matt Ryan?
Matt Ryan is fucking awesome as Constantine.
I would rather have Keanu Reeves.
Don't say that.
No, I'm gonna say that.
Don't say that.
Keanu Reeves' Constantine movie is awesome.
Was made for Keanu Reeves because Constantine's a very
non-emotional
person, and Keanu Reeves is that person.
Yeah. Well, see, like DC, they have this weird thing that they're backwards Marvel. I don't remember who it was, but some chief of production.
I think it was the guy who's in charge of Arrow, Flash. He was
they said it's a mandate that they're separate. That the TV universe is separate from the film universe because they said it restricts them or something.
Which kind of makes sense.
It does
but at the same time,
it does a little.
Really, really.
It's still the principle.
I can kind of see why they're kind of doing it like that. because DC has so many fucking alternate universes.
It's true, and they have a lot of catching up to do if they ever want to get up to Marvel. They need to just say, all right, this is this, and this is this.
Yeah. I'm just going to stereotype here, but one of the choices for Justice League Dark that would get my vote would be Fede Alvarez.
Yeah,
because
agreed.
he did the Evil Dead remake.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's one of the front runners.
He's a front runner.
Yeah, he's one of the front runners.
Oh,
for it,
I like that.
which would be awesome. I would love
That'd be
to see him do
I
that.
fucking love the Evil Dead remake.
It's really good.
It's so
After
awesome.
It's kind of underrated, I
Did you
feel
see
like.
it,
They've
DJ?
never...
The remake?
Yes.
Not.
You haven't?
It's actually really good.
After watching it the second
very
time,
respectful.
the first time I watched it, I went in with really high expectations. Really, really high expectations, and I was let down. Because I was reading all about it, like, how much blood they used, all this shit. I'm like, oh, this is going to be fucking amazing.
And then that trailer came out.
Oh, the first trailer,
trailer.
that was the best trailer I saw that year.
That movie is literally blood from start to finish.
Yeah.
Literally.
But
Yeah.
the first time I watched it was disappointing, but then I rewatched it because I found it at FYE on Blu-ray for like $6.
Oh, nice.
So I picked it up and I rewatched
It looks great on Blu-ray.
Oh yeah,
Really
but I rewatched it and I
great.
liked it a lot better. It was really good.
Awesome. Like it's like fucking raining blood at the end.
Yeah.
Yes, literally raining blood.
Like that movie is metal to the
It's-
extreme.
Uh,
It's missing some Fear Factory. Towards the end,
the other front runners are there's a directing duo, Aaron Casales and Navat Papashadow. Yeah, whatever it lasts. They're directing duo.
Papa Shadow. It's like, pop.
So it's pretty much between those two. They're a directing duo and Fede Alvarez for that. So
Aaron and Navat did Big Bad Wolves. I don't know if I heard.
yeah,
I've heard of Big Bad Wolves. I heard it was alright. I think.
I think Fede Alvarez should do it because he would do a good job.
yeah,
with it.
he's
Totally.
yeah.
I don't think he's doing anything right now. Either.
Apparently, 2 more articles here, and then we can move on to the next segment, unless you guys got other movie news. But, fucking Warner Brothers, man. Warner Brothers.
They're having a rough year.
They are.
rough one. Aside from Mad Max.
They think, and this article I just grabbed the corners of my nose, like, ugh. They think that Logan's Run could be their Hunger Games.
I saw that.
What the fuck?
That's typical studio
They're
branding
They're
bullshit,
remaking
dude.
Logan's Run.
How can you fuck with a classic like Logan's
It's
Run?
awesome.
Literally nothing sacred in
Michael
Hollywood
York.
anymore.
Oh,
They're remaking
man.
fucking Memento.
That's
Right. Yes, that one pissed me
Yeah,
off.
that's
I
another
don't really
news
get
thing.
too pissed
They're
off about
remaking
remakes. 'Cause This is
Memento.
just the way it is. But Memento, there's no reason.
Yes.
It's fine.
But apparently,
it looks brand new when you watch it on
Yes.
the Blu-ray and shit. That's
Great.
stupid.
That was one of Chris Nolan's best.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
totally.
but Logan's Run's a classic
That's
sci-fi.
like his last kind of. I don't know.
I mean, really think about it. What would
Batman.
Hollywood do if superhero movies were not a thing? They've
wonder what-
completely run out of ideas.
Yeah.
be
I
dead.
wonder what it'd be like. Actually,
It's,
I'd like to see like an alternate timeline, like maybe somehow like westerns.
let's
came
have an
back or
alternate
something.
timeline where original ideas exist.
Yeah, but
Wouldn't that be great?
I need Batman versus Superman.
Oh,
I
that's
need
fine.
Star Wars
That's
Episode 7.
That's fine, but
But those are
Those are
but-
continuations.
Those are
okay,
continuations.
okay, yeah, okay.
They're
All right.
not remakes.
I
They're
hear
well, Batman vs Superman is kind of a remake.
Kinda, yeah.
Kind of.
But
But it's still cool seeing Batman and Superman on the screen for the
Oh.
first time.
Oh, did you guys hear? For some reason, some fucking internet rumor got started that Ben Affleck is not really Batman and Bruce Wayne in Batman vs Superman. In fact, that he is actually, I want to say Dick Grayson, maybe, and that he was filling in for Christian Bale.
I heard that
Batman.
fucking
yeah.
bullshit.
And everybody's like,
Aw.
"Whoa, maybe Christian Bale's in it." And then they, Christian Bale is promoting some movie. I don't know what it is. And then like somebody asked him if that was true, and he just goes, "No." That's all he said. And then he goes, "I think it's pretty clear that Ben is playing Batman now."
Yeah.
So no,
oh come
it's not
on.
true. What the fuck? No,
It's Ben Affleck.
it's different. It's a new universe. Deal with it. Fucking goddamn it!
But yeah,
Piss me off.
Warner Brothers thinks
Dumb
that
rumor.
the remaking the '70s sci-fi classic. They think that
It makes sense. It makes sense.
that it could be their next Hunger Games. It could be hold a flame to Maze Runner and Hunger Games.
Oh, they're gonna go teen then. They're gonna aim it at the teen
fucking
audience.
blow my brains.
They're gonna change it. How much would I bet they change the age to something stupid like 20 or something like that? Yeah, I could see it doing that. Because it's 30 in the original. So.
Yes, 30.
Yeah.
Yep. Some very sexy movie news.
It's like,
we have. Oh man, Alexandra Daddario is gonna be in the Baywatch reboot. Alexandria Daddario.
See,
guys.
See now, I had no interest in the Baywatch movie, and now I'm like,
oh yeah, I'll be there every day watching it.
Yeah. I can't go to the theater and see it, but I'll watch it at home.
If anybody doesn't know who Alexandra Daddario is, she was.
Boy.
She's. I don't know what she was in first, but she was
in Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson. She was in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D,
which I didn't know.
That's when I kind of discovered her because I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That movie sucked though.
It did suck, yeah, but her big old flopping sweater puppets were the big highlight of it. But then everybody, she became, I wouldn't say a household name, but she went full nude in True Detective. And that was earth-shattering.
Stopping by the video store tomorrow.
To be fair, I've heard very good things about True Detective, so that could
be I heard it's a great show, yeah. But yeah, she's going to be in...
She was the only good thing about San Andreas, in my opinion. I fucking hated San Andreas.
Really?
And I loved his ass movies.
You know okay.
I like Day After Tomorrow.
You love it. You're a big fan of
his. In 2012, I mean, it takes a lot for me to be pissed off about one.
You liked 2012?
I did at first. I don't think I would now, probably, but I'm a sucker for Emmerich. Aside from 10,000 BC,
it's the visuals is what draws people.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, fucking 10,000 BC though. Oh my god. Whoa,
that's a bad one. That's a bad one.
Oh my god.
San Andreas wouldn't have made me mad if it wasn't for the title. That needs to be
I thought it was Grand Theft Auto. I thought it was a Grand Theft Auto.
That's all we call it, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Nobody ever calls it Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. It's just San Andreas.
Same thing with just Grand Theft Auto Vice City. It's just Vice City.
They need to hurry up and make that movie before any more people die off of there. I mean, it's bad enough that Chris Penn's no longer around to.
He did. Yeah.
But I mean, most of the original people are still alive and kicking, and most of them doing voiceovers now because they can't get real work.
It's true.
And I mean, shit, that movie's begging to be made. Begging to be made.
Like, I thought I heard Rockstar had some kind of thing where it's some kind of like policy that they don't want Grand Theft Auto getting made into a movie. I could have sworn I heard that. But Red Dead Redemption was open at one point.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, and Brad Pitt was going to do it.
I can see that.
That was the big rumor.
Anything's open for the right price and the right control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They give Rockstar enough control over the movie, and that's it. It's getting made.
Speaking of westerns, Hateful Eight, I'm super fucking excited.
Oh, God.
It looks good. Yeah, it does look good.
The whole 70mm thing, I guarantee Chicago will get it.
It will. I would road trip for
so
that.
Bad. Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, it does look good. Anybody else got any movie news?
Wonder Woman started filming. I'm sure you guys have heard that.
Yeah. Gal Gadot.
Yeah, the new picture looks pretty neat.
Yeah, and then they released the first official logo for the new Planet of the Apes movie.
I saw that. Yeah.
War for the Planet of the Apes. That's supposed to come out next year? I believe
2017.
2017.
But
the recent Planet of the Apes movies are fucking awesome.
They're great. Yeah,
really good.
And
they're just getting better.
Better. So with this one, like War for the Planet of the Apes, like I can only imagine what's going to happen with this. So I'm excited for that. Andy Serkis is back as Caesar.
When is it coming out?
July 14th, 2017.
Okay.
Right here. I just need to scroll down just a little bit more.
It's a crime that Serkis hasn't won an Oscar.
It really is.
For all his motion cap.
It'll happen once this old fogey generation of Academy voters dies off and our generation inherits it.
We had a conversation about that.
We did. I guarantee it'll happen one day. A comic book film will win Best Picture one day. I guarantee it. Maybe not like Batman versus Superman.
Because honestly, like if we didn't have
eventually,
definitely not Batman versus Superman.
Avengers, Infinity War.
Because honestly, if we didn't have the fogey generation of
Yeah,
of
and
the
I hate to
Academy
be
right now.
disrespectful.
No, I
like that,
agree.
but it's true. Like Michael Douglas.
But like fucking Dark Knight could have won
Sorry.
an Academy Award.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger won Best Supporting
Yeah,
Actor.
which is
but
awesome.
The Dark Knight
He's great.
could have won
been
Best
a nominee at least for
Totally.
Best Picture. So
I'm pretty sure, but Nicholson didn't win anything. For
No.
Joker,
No,
did
he didn't.
Okay,
No.
I didn't think so.
we were actually talking about before he came over.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Him winning Oscars. Yes, he won for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and
Yeah.
Terms of Endearment.
Terms of endearment.
Yeah.
I always forget he's in that.
Woody Harrelson's going to be the new Planet of the Apes. He's the
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool. Oh, I didn't know
Uh,
that. Oh,
yeah.
this is just an aside. We should do a new segment called like annoying instances at a theater. Because,
Well, I got one today. I'll go into that.
All right, I saw the night before today, which was really good, except for the
I
ending,
saw that
which,
today too.
Yeah, which pissed me off.
Do you have an annoying thing for it?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'll follow up with mine.
All right, I'm sitting down front, and it's a funny movie. Don't get me wrong,
It was really good.
but
yeah.
it's not like like that. I swear to God, there were like these three women up top. They laughed at everything, and it was like one of those like. Like that.
Shit.
It was loud and piercing. Like I was just like, oh, like it was funny. Don't get me wrong. But they laughed at everything. Like say somebody tripped over a chair for a second.
Are you
They were
serious?
losing it.
Where'd you see it at?
Willows.
Well, okay.
And for some reason they put it in a really small theater. I like to call them shoebox theaters.
Yeah, yeah,
basically. I don't know why they put it in there. I mean, it didn't do very well yesterday. It's probably because of Hunger Games, I'm sure.
Yo, sure, yeah.
Hunger Games made $48 million yesterday.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and the night before made $3.
Wow.
So yeah,
It probably won't be. It'll be third or fourth place, probably.
yeah, it'll probably make 10. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe 15. Max.
It doesn't matter. Star Wars comes out.
I'll
in a
say,
month.
have you guys made
Exactly.
Star Wars projections yet?
Oh god, it's already
opening
done
weekend-
50
yeah,
million
50
in
million
advance
already
ticket sales.
advance tickets. That's just
Nuts.
pre-sales, and they're
It's
saying at
crazy.
least 100 million opening
Mhm.
night.
Yep,
So
I agree.
I'm going to say at
I
least maybe it's going to beat Jurassic World.
I'm
Yeah,
going.
Jurassic World
oh,
did
definitely.
250 million.
I'm going 300.
I'm going
yeah,
300.
that
I'm
was
going to say
my-
300.
That was my
Doing it.
prediction months ago. Was
Mhm.
I'm going opening weekend 300 million.
Yeah, which or originally I was like, maybe 250. I know
That
it
was what I was
200.
originally thinking too. Was two.
But
Yeah,
if,
I
if
knew it was
it's
gonna be
already
Jurassic
starting
World.
to get this huge and it's
That's
not
It
even
might do
out
more
yet,
than 300.
it might. I
Maybe
mean,
320,
maybe
325.
It could
Yeah.
repeat
It could.
viewings and
Yeah.
shit.
And
You'll be
well,
there
I'm
to
taking
see
the whole
it,
weekend off of work just for
Yeah.
fucking Star Wars.
Once it hits
Take 'em day out.
worldwide too, I mean, you're
Oh,
talking a potential
God.
$1 billion film there.
China
more than
alone.
billion.
You're talking about
maybe.
Avatar
Two.
being removed from the number one.
Oh
spot.
yeah,
Suck it, James
will be.
Cameron!
It
Oh
will
shit!
be. It will be. Which pisses me off because I hate how he has one
Avatar
and
and
two.
Titanic. Yep.
Avatar
Yeah.
sucked, anyways.
And it could just be jealousy. Fine, maybe. Okay, yeah, but it's still like, dude, that's ridiculous.
It's
You know
not
what I mean?
jealousy. The Smurfs were fucking terrible.
Oh, the Smurfs movies were rough.
They were.
And now that they're doing the CG reboot, it's like, yeah, that's probably what you should have led with. I am ashamed to say I have watched both of them. And they were terrible.
Neil Patrick Harris couldn't even save them, which is upsetting because NPH is the shit.
Speaking of, 'tis the season to watch a very underrated Christmas film, Harold and Kumar
I still have
Christmas.
not seen that. I love
Really
the Harold and
good.
Kumar movies.
It's really good. See, I'm weird about it. I don't like Harold and Kumar 1 and 2, but oh man, I love the Christmas one. It's awesome, and I really wish I would have seen it in 3D. Oh, do you remember that part in the night before when like Michael Shannon was awesome?
He
by
was
the way.
great in
He
it.
was.
Yeah.
But, he has this line. He was like, he's like 20 years ago. I read this book called The Great Gatsby. And
Yeah!
I, through parties at random places, and I liked it. And he goes, "Movie's good. 3D kind of hurts my eyes.
Yeah.
But I'm a sucker for Leo."
Yes.
Like,
Yes. Yeah.
I loved it.
It was a good movie.
It was. It wasn't like awesome
It was.
or anything.
It was
It's
a solid, funny movie.
Yeah, it's like it's not gonna change anything. I mean, Seth Rogen
it's
was
like
awesome
how
in
it is with
but-
every Seth Rogen movie. They have hilarious
Exactly.
bits, that you will remember.
Mhm.
But I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not like you said. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
The framing.
Like the cast interacted really well.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I love the trio of Levitt, Rogan, and Anthony Mackie. That was a good
Yeah.
trio.
See, for some reason, like I felt like Joseph Gordon-Levitt was kind of the weak link. I didn't
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't feel like he was that funny in it for some reason.
Can I get on my my soapbox for a minute when it comes to Mr. Rogen? Every movie of his ever, Seth Rogen gets high, antics ensue, he says some deep shit, and then there's a resolution. There's your fucking Seth Rogen.
That's true.
He just summed up.
That's a good. Yeah.
That's literally every movie ever.
That reminds me of when Daniel guessed that Visit movie.
Yeah.
And like we were just like, oh.
I guess the movie did not.
Excellent.
The only movie that I want to talk about coming out is the wonderful remake of Jingle All the Way, starring The Miz.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
sequel.
That movie is going to be
Sequel.
total bullshit.
It's a sequel
Yes.
because they made Tooth Fairy 2 and they made they made Tooth Fairy 2 with Larry the Cable Guy.
Yes, you're right.
Leave Jingle All the Way
it's a
alone.
sequel. Yeah. It's blatant just cashing in on that name because you'll get some parent going, hey, I remember Jingle All the Way, man, my kids are like it.
No,
Yep.
no.
Mm-hmm.
That is the best Christmas movie ever. I do
True.
not care what anybody says.
I was such a geek when I went to the Mall of America in 2010. I actually looked up where they filmed Jingle All the Way at like the various spots, and I went to the square, and like I was like, yes, Arnold stood here. Arnold stood there. I found almost all. They're almost all there.
That's great.
And some spots of it, like I pulled up a clip from the movie, and I was like, yeah, that still looks the same. So.
You really think that Jingle All the Way is the best Christmas movie ever?
When he
It's to
said
about
that,
I
Really?
love Jingle All the Way.
It is really
I'm
good.
gonna have to go with Die Hard.
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna
like,
go Christmas.
Die Hard's not
Die
really a
Hard.
Christmas movie.
Yes,
per
it is.
se.
It's set on Christmas.
Batman Returns is technically Christmas.
Batman
movie.
Returns is also a Christmas movie,
Mm-hmm.
but like
If we're
with
talking-
the Christmas spirit,
the
yes,
traditional-
Jingle All the Way. But in general, I have to agree with Zach.
Where
Die Hard.
do you rank with the Home Alone, the first two? Forget the other piles of shit.
Home Alone
Yeah.
is probably 3.
Home Alone's okay.
Home Alone is probably 3. Number 2 is Christmas Vacation. I mean,
Yeah.
Christmas Vacation.
See, I'm
Vacation's
gonna
good,
have to go stereotypical. I would go Christmas Story, but it's a toss up for me
God.
between Christmas Story and Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Story.
It's a tie for
It's a
me.
good movie, but
Christmas
every fucking
tie.
year, 24-hour Christmas
That's true.
Vacation.
It's a
little
You get a
much.
Christmas Story.
I agree.
It
I
gets-
agree.
It's a movie that literally everybody has seen 50 times. It's a Christmas Story.
That'd be a good idea for a future episode. Is to rank the Christmas movies and why.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. for sure.
Hopefully, Wonderful Life doesn't end up anywhere in the top 5.
I've never seen it. I
You're
feel
not missing
horrible.
out
Seen
much.
the-
Yeah, I
it's a
feel
weird-
You're not
weird for
missing
never
out
seeing
much.
it.
I thought that was like required viewing as a
Yeah, I
grade schooler.
feel
Yeah,
like
we
it-
had to watch it in grade school.
Really?
Yeah.
Every
I
time
never-
a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
That was the most terrifying voice
That good
I have ever heard in my life. If you wore that mask
God.
over there, I would
just
die of a
never killed me.
coronary. I'm fucking serious. If you wore that mask and said that, I would die. Jesus Christ. Whoa.
You're welcome.
Moving on
That was
to
rough, dude. That's
well.
gonna haunt me.
Blu-ray DVD releases. We covered a lot of next week's. I think in the last podcast we did. Me and you, Andy.
Yeah, we covered quite a bit of the Blu-ray DVD.
I'll move
releases
on
last
to
week.
a little bit of December, I guess.
What's even coming out this
Do
week?
you want to take this, Travis?
Yeah. Just give me a second.
Start with December if you
Okay.
want.
Yeah,
we
just give me
we
a second.
covered I think a lot of November in the last one.
Yeah.
Doesn't
There's
seem
some
like-
really good stuff coming out pretty soon.
I know Ant-Man comes out in
What
December.
the fuck is
Yeah, and
Yakuza
it's got a-
Apocalypse?
I know.
What
it's
is that?
Takashi Mike. I have it
Really?
on here actually.
I would love to see.
I have it on here, but it's I watched the trailer for it. It's just all these like triad gangs and shit. They're all going at it, and there's like a giant teddy bear at some point. I don't know, but I mean, like Takashi Mike, he's
That got
awesome.
weird.
Yeah, because Takashi Mike's awesome. He did Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
Did Audition, Ichi the Killer, and like he's a filmmaker that does like I want to say like 3 movies a year.
Does he?
Yeah, and I mean like a good chunk of them suck. Big time. But my internet is not working here.
Let's see here.
Oh, that's the same website I use, man.
Yep, Blu-ray.com.
Yeah, there's no other. You don't need anything else.
It's loading up right now.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Finally. Oh, yep, I got it. Okay. Let's see. Ant-Man's coming out.
Yeah, Ant-Man's
in a couple
coming
of
out.
weeks. Yeah, and
great.
it's got a black case, which is
Nice.
I'm kind of a geek for that.
Nice.
I liked how like Avengers had a red case and shit. That was cool.
They're coming out with the Star Wars original or the Star Wars movies in those steelbook.
Yeah,
we talked about those a couple episodes ago. But
I'm
I was a nerd. My nerd self went to. I spent my lunch break on Friday going to Best Buy, and I saw those steel books, and they were fucking awesome.
They're cool.
Man. They're only like $15 a piece too.
I would probably get the original trilogy.
I have a feeling that like once Disney's going to get the distribution rights for all of them in 2020, except for the original Star Wars, which Fox owns outright.
They own that one, but I think after a while, like after a few years after that, Disney will acquire the rights to it.
So I'm thinking when they finally get it, they're going to be like, hey, we know where the original prints are and everything, which people have reconstructed them online. They're really good rips of them.
Yeah, I had a coworker that he found those cuts.
Yeah,
and he's like, I could burn
called the despecialized editions or something. Yeah,
I was like, please burn those to discs, so I can rewatch them.
See, like I have this feeling that like once they get those, they're going to release them all on Blu-ray and all this.
God,
I still haven't bought them on
watching
Blu-ray.
the original like untouched on Blu-ray.
Yeah,
is going
it'll happen, and I would like to have both versions, just you know,
just to have them.
Yeah, because I mean, there are certain elements that might be a little better in them, even though the effects are terrible.
December 8th, that Knock Knock movie comes out.
Oh yeah, with
I still haven't
Keanu
seen it. I have it. I just haven't watched it.
You have it?
I do.
Do you have a torrent?
It's right here. Yeah.
No.
Can't say.
You got it.
No, I don't.
You got it.
Oh, they're coming out with an Owen Hart DVD.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I thought it was Kevin Hart. I'm sorry.
There's a lot of issues with that. Martha Hart is very unhappy with this film or this DVD coming out. If you don't know who Owen Hart is, he was a professional wrestler who died in 1999.
It's fucked up.
He was in a tragic accident in Kansas City at Camp Arena. He was doing a knock on his old gimmick when he first came into the World Wrestling Federation as the Blue Blazer because they didn't think he was marketable enough under his own name. They thought he was too small, so they had him wear a mask. He did that gimmick for about 6 months to a year, and then he left for a while. Eventually made his way back years later as Owen Hart and was doing a spoof and donning the Blue Blazer mask along with other personalities. Well, he was set to make an entrance from the ceiling of Kemp Arena in kind of a superhero-like fashion.
Oh, shit.
And
I don't like how this is going.
Yeah, the apparatus was designed to be quick release, so there wasn't the extra safety and security that he would need. And his cape got stuck in the apparatus and triggered it, and he fell
60 feet?
Anywhere from 60 to 90 feet.
Oh
he fell into the ring.
Hit his head off the turnbuckle.
He hit his head on the turnbuckle. Apparently tried to do a sit-up and wasn't able to. They tried to do CPR in the ring. Eventually he died. They had actually not shown that on the pay-per-view. They were shown. This was during a live WWF pay-per-view.
Did they just cut away or something?
Yeah, I was watching it live, but they didn't show what happened. They were actually showing an interview, a pre-taped interview of the Blue Blazer before that happened. And then later on, they had announced that he died.
That was rough when that happened.
It was a real sad.
JR made the announcement.
Yeah,
that was
I remember. It was a real
Oh.
sad story too because Owen Hart was universally liked, one of the
I didn't
nicest
know that.
guys in wrestling.
Yeah, I didn't know that was how he died.
He was a very big family man, and he had actually just built his dream home with his wife Martha, and they were literally 1 week away from moving into their dream house when this happened, and he died. Martha Patterson, which was her maiden name, wound up suing the WWF. I don't think the real number ever came out, but it was somewhere around $30 million that they settled on. And she's been a very big voice against his name or likeness being used in any way, shape, or form. He was also featured in the Heart and Soul DVD that came out a few years ago that WWE released.
Yeah,
and there was a big issue with that. But now that he's getting his own DVD, I expect to see lawsuits.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, she really doesn't have much ground to stand on from everything I've read and checked out. I don't really think there's anything she can do about it because WWE owns, they own the footage, they own the likenesses. They don't have any gag order that stops them from doing it. It was kind of a gentleman's agreement.
They'll do it. And
yeah, it's coming out. It's going to be a thing. And you know what? I mean, I understand from her perspective why she doesn't want his name exploited for money. But, their kids and her are going to get nice royalty checks from it. So I think it would be nice
and it'll probably be respectful.
It's going to be very respectful.
Yeah. They don't want to piss fans off.
No, definitely not. Any of you fans of Colin Cowherd at all? The shithead sports talk guy out of Chicago that has a show on, I believe, Fox Sports 1 now, The Herd with Colin Cowherd. But he was still a national radio personality. I remember that he created a huge backlash right after Owen Hart died because he was talking about the news. And then in a total classy move, started playing Tom Petty's Free Falling.
Man, too soon.
Yeah, the thing is that
dude.
You can piss off a lot of different types of nerd and geek groups. Wrestling fans don't let shit go the same way. They don't let shit go the same way. Usually they're cut from the same mold. And it was pretty bad. I think he got some serious backlash for that one.
I could see that. Damn.
Now that we've brought everybody fucking down, let's move on.
There's another movie, Dean Ambrose, 12 Rounds 3 comes out in December. I kind of want to see that. Just because Dean Ambrose.
I like the first one, dude.
Dean Ambrose is the shit. Yeah. And, I mean, I kind of want to see him kick ass in a movie.
The second one was with Randy Orton, wasn't it?
I think so.
I didn't know Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose is awesome.
Yeah, I'm in there. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they did that little injury angle this past year when he took the curb stomp on the cinder blocks from Seth Rollins and went away for a while. That's what
he was filming 12 rounds.
Filming 12 rounds. Yeah.
I finally found a list. Shaun the Sheep.
Yeah, we talked about that last episode.
Really good.
I love
I don't care.
The Wallace and Gromit movie, Shaun the Sheep.
Yeah,
all those shorts were awesome.
It's funny as shit. And then American Ultra, which
we talked about that.
It was okay.
Yep.
I don't know. No Escape with Owen Wilson, which I'm kind of curious about. I want to watch it.
Did you guys see the trailer for Zoolander?
Yes, I did.
Holy shit, it looks bad.
See, I hated Zoolander first time I ever saw it, and then I saw it on DVD, and now I love it. I watch it at least once a month. I'm pumped as shit for it. I can't wait.
The new Zoolander is gonna be fucking hilarious.
Looks great. I love the part with.
I gotta agree. I think Zoolander. It was terrible when it came out, but it actually holds up so much better now.
He's just like. There's this part with like a selfie stick.
Yeah, I've seen the trailer. Yeah. When he's like, he almost gets in a car wreck.
It'll be one of those movies that might not be very good the first time you see it, but it's just.
I mean, that's how it was with the first one. Like the first one, you're like, this is fucking stupid,
exactly.
And then you watch it again and you appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's bashing the whole modeling industry. I mean, it's
but you're not prepared for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't get this.
We need a heavyweights too. Speaking
that,
of
we do. I remember seeing that.
They could have Ben Stiller reprise that role. He gets the camp again.
Oh my god!
They can even turn it into a horror movie and torture little fat kids.
You could easily. I don't understand why actors don't just have fun with some of their roles. Like, I don't know.
Well, you know what? I have to say that based on what I said earlier, I am not a Keanu Reeves fan. I fucking hated the Matrix movies.
Really?
Hate on me.
Even the first one.
Even the first fucking one. Take the red pill, take the blue pill, take the pills and shove them up your ass. Nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about, you stupid fuck. Okay? And then it created a whole genre of fucking terrible, just whatever
Spoofs,
the fuck. Yes.
Yeah.
It's absolutely terrible.
That's true.
And just the whole filming industry changed with that fucking
it
movie.
Did.
And
it
not
did.
for the better. I'm sorry, it did not. But anyways.
Reloaded started a whole new kind of thing.
Absolutely. But speaking of Keanu Reeves, I've heard that they are actually remaking Bill and Ted, or making a third Bill
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Ted.
They're doing a
Just
comic book series,
do. I mean,
actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And I
That's
can't
cool.
wait. Although,
Hope so.
is it true that they're not going to have the other guy in it?
Alex Winter said he would be down for it.
Yeah,
I think
Well,
he's
I heard
writing
you-
it. I think he's writing
Yeah,
it.
Is he writing it?
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
great.
so.
Well, I heard that there were
Sure.
some issues because he was in porn for a
He
while or
was in gay
something.
porn, I think.
Was
No
he?
way.
Yeah,
that's
Like,
actually
He
what I
directed
Well, I
an
know
episode
he-
of Blue Mountain State, too.
Yeah.
Alex Winter did.
I know he directed a Ben 10 live action
Yeah,
movie for Cartoon Network.
Yeah, he
Oh,
did
did
that,
he?
too.
And
Yeah.
Freaked. Oh, Freaked is amazing. Have you guys ever seen
Mm-mm.
Freaked?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's awesome. I'm not even.
But I've heard
Yeah.
Bill and Ted, they're going to do a comic book series, which
Yeah.
would be cool.
Is Alex
Yeah.
Winter writing that?
I don't know if
writes
he's.
stuff.
I don't know if he's writing
Huh,
it,
I'm gonna look that up.
but they did announce that they were doing a Bill and Ted comic book series, which will be really fucking cool.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, Keanu Reeves has said I would love to do a Bill and Ted 3, which
Why
I think
not?
would be
I mean,
hilarious.
Just do it, dude.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I can't really.
Chain Reaction wasn't that bad. I'll say it.
Still never seen it.
I think
wanted
one
to
of
see that
Keanu
for
Reeves'
years.
best movies is Devil's Advocate.
Really? Oh.
I loved Devil's Advocate.
I
Like he
think-
actually fucking acted in that movie. He showed emotion in that one.
Yeah,
You know, and
Yeah.
you see Charlize Theron naked, which was
that's
awesome.
true. That's true.
I think that movie was good in spite of him. You could have put anybody in that role.
You could have, but I mean, he did a damn good job.
He did okay.
And Al Pacino as the devil was fucking awesome.
Oh, I
life.
I don't mean to change it, but Alex Winter has denied that gay porn rumor thing.
Oh, okay.
He said it's absolutely not true.
Is there any other
Ted 2.
DVD release?
Fantastic Four comes out in December. as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on my
There's a-
Christmas list, let me tell you.
There's a Dennis Rodman movie coming out on
Oh,
YouTube
God.
called Big Bang in Pyongyang.
I
Count me in.
I
And
actually
it's
saw this.
well, it's
I
a
saw
documentary
this.
about when he was in North Korea.
Yeah, this
so
it's
it's not
fantastic.
an action movie or anything.
It's actually fantastic. It is so fucking terrible.
yeah,
it-
Kim Jong Un's on the cover.
Yep, it follows him
Brazil, whatever.
with taking some former NBA players. They go over to Pyongyang because I don't know
That's
the
right,
backstory of it is that Kim Jong Un is actually a fan.
Oh,
of,
no!
Yes,
That's the cover?
Zach's looking at the cover right now. It's absolutely fucking great.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
I really want to see
I
it.
want to watch it.
Rodman developed a friendship with this fucking turd.
Yeah,
And somehow, well, because he was a fan of Rodman and basketball growing up. This is also the same guy who apparently said that he played golf for the first time and hit 3 hole-in-ones. You know, so I mean, you know, he's totally full of shit all the way around.
Yeah.
But the movie's very
Totally,
interesting because it
totally.
gives you an inside look at North Korea that many do not see because of how everything's structured.
I want to see it now.
The ending is absolutely fantastic, where they're going to get ready to have a one-on-one weekend in the fucking mountains of North Korea, and it doesn't really happen the way that they planned. And Dennis Rodman is an absolute fucking.
So, like,
train
is it
wreck.
just like is it just a documentary? Or
It's a documentary, but I mean, I swear to God, they have this. They show this full interview that he had with CNN with all the other players in the background, and these guys aren't saying shit. And Rodman is just jabbering on about who the fuck knows what. They start pressing on him about the political aspects, and he goes off in this tangent that doesn't make any sense. He's not speaking Korean, but he's damn sure not speaking any form of English that has been known to man.
I will watch this.
I will definitely watch it.
It's definitely worth at least one look. If for nothing else, even looking at how terrible it is, just looking at the inside of North Korea is very interesting because it's such a closed society. It's very, you know, I mean, nobody really knows anything about North Korea. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to, but, you know, it's really, it's very fascinating. And it's not the wasteland that is made out to be, at least in the movie, which is designed that way. North Korea is a fucking wasteland for all accounts that I've ever heard, you know, outside of the, you know, the palaces and everything that's built towards the military. But I would definitely highly recommend giving it a look, if for 2 reasons. 1, to look at North Korea, and 2, to watch the absolute dumpster fire that is Dennis Rodman just go straight down into a hole.
Like, is he worse than when he was in a Double Team with.
That's a good movie.
No, it is. I agree.
I love that movie.
But he was in his own action movie, Simon Says.
Yes.
Very rare.
Yes.
I found it when I was doing
I
Netflix
remember
this.
that.
Yeah.
I've actually seen that.
I watched it and I can't remember anything from it. Which I gotta watch Theodore Rex. I was thinking about that movie the other day with Whoopi Goldberg and
Yes.
and the dinosaur as the cop. For some reason, I really wanted to see it when I was a kid, and I never watched it.
It had a very intriguing cover.
It did, yeah.
VHS cover.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, though.
Is it one of those like Fern Gully where it's not promoted, but it's really, really good?
Yeah. Well, like. It was during the golden age of like children's '90s films. There's some actually really good ones. They're like Pre-Hysteria was a really good one. Mm-hmm. I don't remember the kid's name. My Girl was good.
I love My Girl.
Yeah. I don't know, like Ferngully, Pagemaster.
Yeah.
Pagemaster was
Pagemaster
Rookie of the Year was great.
Love Rookie of the Year.
Angels in the Outfield.
Angels
shit.
in the Outfield.
You love Rookie of the Year.
Yeah,
That's a good movie. Yeah.
And Matilda.
Hold on a second.
Oh,
this motherfucker. For any of you that don't know, we are big baseball fans. At least a few of us around this table. And Mr. Zach over here is a ginormous Cardinals fan. I myself am a diehard White Sox fan, which, make fun of me all you want. I don't care. All you fucking Cub fans, we got a ring, you don't. Stick it up your ass. All right? Any movie that ends with the Cubs winning the World Series is not a good movie.
That is how it ends. I forgot.
When I was a kid,
I forgot for some reason.
I didn't know.
The premise behind it is.
I agree.
Absolutely.
It's his arm gets injured, right?
But it's still a
He
good
slips
kid's
on the
movie.
ball at school and he falls in the air. He was a terrible baseball player, and then all of a sudden,
Nicholas.
he develops this 103 mile an hour fastball. He turns into Aroldis Chapman from the outfield and shit. Like, come on. Angels in the Outfield was a pretentiously terrible movie, but it was good natured, so I can let that one slide.
I remember seeing Angels in the Outfield, and it was like a sneak preview of Angels in the Outfield, and then right after it, they had Lion King on. So I remember as a kid, I was just like, God, I just want to watch Lion King. Come on. It's like, jeez, I want to watch Lion King for the 4th time.
Angels in the End Zone.
Oh, I
That was
forgot
a
about that.
movie.
I forgot they did that.
Yeah, it was real bad. Not just bad,
I
but real
forgot
bad.
about that. That was it was so weird. Disney did terrible live action movies during this golden age time. They had, Air Bud and fucking
Air Bud.
I feel like
Golden Receiver.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The only good movies, like live action movies from that time period, Mighty Ducks.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe I forgot about that.
Mighty Ducks,
Totally.
1 and 2. 3 can fuck off.
Yeah.
Angels in the Outfield.
Yes.
When was the last
Heavyweights.
time you watched Mighty Ducks 3?
A couple months ago because it was on Netflix.
Really?
Yeah.
And you still don't think it holds up? I honestly hated it when I was younger. When I was a kid and growing up, I hated the third Mighty Ducks with a passion. After rewatching it, I mean, yes, it is absolutely cringeworthy in points, but it is not as... I don't have the visceral hate that I did for it back then. I really think that it actually holds up a little better.
Do you count Cool Runnings?
Yes. Totally.
Runnings is a classic.
Do you count Cool Runnings?
I'm real ashamed to say that.
Some people say, I can't believe we have a bobsled team.
That movie's damn good. And Disney's got this weird thing to where they're very hesitant to put live action older films out on Blu-ray, which actually need it because the DVDs are non-anamorphic.
Mm-hmm.
So these movies need to be upgraded. They've got this weird thing about not doing, like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Not out on Blu-ray.
Yeah,
it's
good movie.
Fucking full screen, only on DVD.
Disney does that on
Pisses
purpose,
me
though.
off.
They do it to make the money. That's why Star Wars will have 6 million more different versions and releases because it's gonna make millions, billions of dollars.
Oh yeah. I didn't even think about that for some reason. Like when they release the Blu-ray, they're gonna hold shit back.
Absolutely.
God damn it! I didn't even think about it.
There will be like 75 director's cuts before the fucking end of the year.
That's a good point. I'm actually gonna try not to buy the initial release just out of the fact that they will do that. You know they will.
You're buying it.
I probably will. I probably will.
I hate to say this, but we're only on our 3rd segment, and we're this far in.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. So we better hurry.
Hour and 18 minutes.
Fuck. Okay.
First world problem of the week. I have one. Anybody got a first world problem of the week?
I don't have a first world problem of the week.
Go ahead, Zach.
I guess we'll just do mine. Today I went and seen. We were talking about earlier. I went and seen The Night Before at Landmark, and I was leaving the theater. Every time I go to the movies, I get a large popcorn soda.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, and
well.
when I leave the theater, I get a refill, and it bring some popcorn home and soda home. And I got into my car. I put my soda in my passenger seat, and I'm driving, like leaving the parking lot, and I'm driving to leave the parking lot, and I look up and like this huge FedEx truck is coming. I slam on my brakes. Like it didn't like pull out in front of me. I just saw it and it kind of scared me.
Yeah.
And like so I slammed my brakes. Fucking popcorn goes everywhere. And like not even joking, Travis. Guess who's driving the FedEx truck? Mark Malone.
Yeah,
he's driving the FedEx truck. He's back. He's driving a FedEx truck. And so I slam my brakes,
sir.
and popcorn goes everywhere.
Oh man!
And I'm driving home. I'm like, "Fuck! There's popcorn." I can't do anything about it. And I'm sitting there. I start eating the popcorn off my seat because I'm like, "Oh shit!" And like, I look down. And I get a fucking butter stain on the new upholstery of my new car. Fucking butter stain on the passenger seat.
I'm gonna tell him that.
Thanks, Mark. You got a fucking I got a butter stain on my seat because you son of a bitch. It scared me. And like I knew it was him because I was pulling in the parking lot, and like he had this shit-eating grin on his face, like I think we locked eyes for a second. And I was like, I slammed the brakes, like, oh shit, popcorn. And then I was like, he like was pulling out, and he's just like.
Send him a copy of this show and then ask him, can't find no butter man.
Nice. Very nice.
Pull.
Very nice.
Like
but yeah, but, there's some people out there that don't have cars and can't afford a car.
Yeah.
Never, third world countries never seen a car.
Sure.
And
I got
a butter stain on my seat.
Oh, I have an extremely first world problem. This is a big one that I was like, I can't believe I just pissed and moaned about this shit. I have Man from U.N.C.L.E. on my iPad.
Okay.
And I really wanted to watch the rest of it.
I still haven't seen it.
It's not very good. I've got 45 minutes to go, and it's really dry for a Guy Ritchie film. It's like
he's pretty good.
Oh yeah. And this
Lately
movie's
he's
He's
been
got
hit and
smart
miss.
films.
I agree.
He's a smart filmmaker.
Yeah.
I actually do have one now that I've thought about it. Yeah, you want to talk about a first world problem, something completely unnecessary to get pissed about, but it's worth getting pissed about, so let's talk about it. I've had the first 3 episodes of Ash vs. Evil Dead saved on my DVR, recorded every week. I watch it religiously.
Sure.
And I come to find out that somehow the first fucking episode, the thing that starts the whole goddamn thing, so that you can't really watch the rest of the series unless you know what happens in the first fucking episode, got deleted off the DVR.
Oh.
And I threw a big-ass fit about this for about 10 minutes, and I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing here? I'm getting pissed about a goddamn show being deleted off my DVR.
Yeah, but watched, right?
That I've already watched like 3 times, right?
Right, which is free online.
Yes, and it's free online.
Yeah.
Not to mention that it's probably going to be replayed about 30 fucking times on Stars before the end of the season anyway.
How many episodes are in it? Is it 10?
So far it's only 3. I think
it's
it's
10
only
episodes.
10.
I heard they were going to okay.
It's
Damn.
definitely getting picked up for a second season.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm just
cool.
based
Definitely.
on what I've seen so far, I mean,
It's awesome.
there's no way that it's not getting picked up.
What's your first world problem?
Oh. So, Man from U.N.C.L.E.'s on my iPad, right?
Sure.
And Clarabelle's getting to that stage where like she's playing games on the iPad. She's really good at them.
Yeah.
So like she's doing that, and I'm like, I really want to watch this movie. Well, she runs the battery down at the end of the night. I'm like, can't watch it. So I'm like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. I transfer it to my phone.
Yeah.
I'm watching it on this fucking small screen, and I'm just like, God damn it. Why can't I watch this on the iPad? And then that guy was like, that is so fucking first world. Like, here I am watching a high quality, digital copy of Man from U.N.C.L.E. and I'm bitching about the size of the screen. I had to stop myself and be like, all right, you're watching this, just fucking deal with it. You know? I've got like 8 movies on my phone right now.
Oh, man, that's good.
My first world problem, I mean, I don't know. I fell on my ass today because of the weather.
Oh, shit, I hate that. There was one time in Tremont when I was walking around on my break, I fell on the same fucking spot 3 times on the ice.
Can you open my window a little bit more?
I'm scared. Is there a werewolf out there?
No, there's not.
Zach.
But I was cleaning off my car.
Damn it.
I was
Legs are cramping. I'm like at that perfect spot for someone for the one to go. Oh!
Did I just do a fucking Tyrese Gibson werewolf?
That's horrifying. I want Wolfman remade with Tyrese Gibson. I'm so sorry, Eddie. Okay, go ahead.
Let's remake Wolfman with Ric Flair.
That'd be good. Might as well remake it with Norman Reedus before he has to cut his hair because you know they're going to kill Daryl. Right, anyway.
As a matter of fact, we could just remake all the Fast and Furious. Don't even remake them. Just fucking have Flair stand in for Tyrese Gibson in every fucking one and superimpose his ass in there.
What was your first world problem, Andy?
I was on my way here, actually. And
fell?
I forgot my smokes in the apartment. So I already had my car running, whatever. And I was walking back to my apartment, and I fell and got my elbow pretty good, got my knee pretty good. And I was like, all because I forgot my smokes.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. It's boring.
That's not a first world problem.
I bet that hurt though. Like, did your feet go up in the air?
Yeah.
Did you do it? You did a home
I did a home alone.
And you lived to tell about
Like, I
it.
went like, ah!
Oh, those are horrible.
Like my feet were up in the air.
You're literally
I went
vertical.
to the side.
You're defying gravity for like a second, you know?
Oh my god!
Like
That makes it worthwhile.
I was flying for like a
millisecond.
second. I felt what birds felt like for a split second. Then gravity.
I know your
Crazy,
pain.
Yeah,
I actually,
dude.
a funny
God,
story from years ago, I actually did a real Home Alone. I was working at McDonald's of all places, and I'm getting ready to carry a tray of food out for
Oh no!
and the shoes did not work with the grease floor. I'm passing by the fry machine, right? And I've got this tray of fucking burgers and fries, and I go whoop, 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 whoop. I'm up in the air. I'm down.
Daniel Stern fall, didn't you?
I did. Not only did I have a Daniel Stern fall, but the food went really high and down in rates. I kept getting burgers and fries. Everybody's standing there laughing at me.
Oh my god!
My best friend is over there laughing at me. Nobody's fucking helping me. I only fall 2 feet from the fryer. I almost burned my face off. We don't give a shit about that. He just had a Bulls of the Clown moment in front of 50 fucking people.
How much longer on your shift did you have?
Oh, like 5 hours.
Oh, that's the knife in the heart.
I was so pissed about it. I wasn't even embarrassed. I was so pissed about it.
Yeah,
I literally sat there for like a minute.
I went too.
And I just looked around. I was like, is anybody going to help me up?
Oh my god. That's so rough.
Oh shit!
When I was working over at Showplace,
God.
I remember I was there in the summer of 2003. Legally Blonde 2 was playing, and there were these 2 girls. There were these 2 high school girls. I knew they were fucking up to something. I knew it. I was an usher. They're over there putting butter in their popcorn, and they're like, and they just keep filling up and like.
Ecstasy butter.
I know.
I know the story.
Yeah. So then, I was like, "Oh boy, they're gonna be trouble." But all right, whatever. Well, turns out they're the only people in theater number 4 seeing Legally Blonde 2. So afterwards, after the movie's over, they walk by me when I'm waiting down there to clean it, and then they're like, so I was like, "Oh, ha ha ha!" They probably just spilled their popcorn everywhere, which happened a lot. I go up there. And it's dark because the credits are going. And, the fucking light cue hadn't worked.
Right.
So, it's pitch black in there, basically, except for the scrolling words. So I go up there, and it was in a spot where it was all black because I couldn't see that the floor was all slick and shiny and stuff. I just barely take a step on this motherfucker, and I just go, and I was horizontal, and I slapped like a cold fish, just like that, on, wearing that fucking white shirt, that see-through with my red hat, and my bow tie, and it hurt so bad that I got up and I crawled through there, and I still slipped at one point. I was like, motherfucker, this is horrible. So I had to clean up the popcorn from the other row, right? And then I had to go get a mop, and we had to rope her up for the rest of the day. And then the motherfuckers didn't even let me go home. I had this giant oil stain on the back of my shirt. I mean,
The fucking golf
I
hat.
look like a fucking
The
pizza.
bow tie.
Yeah. It was a golf hat.
It was.
Oh, God damn it.
God.
Oh, man. And they get off so easy now. They just wear black shirts.
Yeah. Moving on.
Butter slick.
What shitty movie did you watch this week?
Oh boy, I watched a couple.
Yeah, me too.
I watched a couple shitty movies this week.
I actually have to go look at my letterbox page to remember
It's
them. They're so
bad.
forgettable.
We both have to do that sometimes.
Mhm.
I watched the first one of the week. I watched was a movie called The Babysitters with John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit! John Leguizamo needs to be punched in his fucking face.
What movie was this?
He needs a new
Comedy
agent,
or
man.
what?
He needs a new everything. John Leguizamo needs a new everything. Seriously, Travis, stop being in denial over John
Mario
Leguizamo.
Brothers, man.
Fuck that shit. Stop it. With
No.
John
Have you ever
Leguizamo.
seen his one-man show?
I heard it's pretty good.
His one-man show is
Really?
actually very
He
good.
was awesome as the Violator in Spawn.
Fucking movie
He
though.
was.
He
He
was.
was good as the clown, man.
In Spawn.
Yeah.
Yes.
As
Are
bad as
you-
that
are you
movie is,
Summer
Michael
of
Jai
Sam
White
fan?
was okay.
A what?
Michael J.
It
Fox
was
was
just
Sam.
a bad script.
I don't think
I
I've
don't
seen
know.
it.
Something.
Never seen The Summer of Sam?
No.
Really?
I haven't either, and I've been wanting to see it for years.
Oh, definitely check it out.
Yeah.
I'll put that on the list.
I've been wanting to
Never
see it.
I mean, it's
for a
not
long time.
copycat level of serial
Oh, yeah,
killer,
totally,
but it's damn
Yeah,
good.
I heard it's good. And, like, Spike Lee's, pretty good for the most part.
Fucking-
He's got a few bad ones,
This movie.
My
Fucking John Leguizamo. It's not even all about him. It's a movie about this this girl who basically babysits like these kids, and like John Leguizamo is the parent of these kids, and like they end up like like she babysits them, and then John Leguizamo ends up falling for the babysitter, and then they end up having sex, and then like they form something.
Is this on Netflix?
It is, yeah.
I saw him while scrolling.
It's horrible.
through.
It's horrible movie, and like and then like he ends up falling for her, and they're like always like seeing each other and all this stuff. And then like the girl that like John Leguizamo has sex with, they end up like forming this group called the Babysitters, and basically like her and like all these groups of girls go around like coercing men into like having sex with them for money, like saying they're babysitters, like it's like a cover up for like because they're married, like all these people are
So they're
married.
prostitutes.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Not pretty much. If they're having
They
sex
are,
with money,
yeah.
they're fucking prostitutes.
There's no pretty much prostitutes.
Here comes the Babysitters too. Pretty much prostitutes.
But yeah,
The Babysitters too, bro.
like just like, but like just like John Leguizamo is rough in this, and like he's definitely collecting a paycheck.
Can you blame him? What's left for him
It's
out there?
true. Like
He was awesome in John Wick.
Yeah, he's good in that. But
Hollywood's stale. I think a lot of these guys are
he's good in
just
Spawn.
collecting
He's-
paychecks
Nicolas
now.
Cage is notorious for that. Just
Oh,
collecting
big
paychecks.
time.
my
Big time
God,
collecting the paycheck.
Nicolas Cage.
I
I
couldn't get through Human Centipede 3. I couldn't.
You didn't make it?
No.
I'll do one more shitty movie I watched. It was like a live streaming. Like Travis and I were texting live through it while I was trying to make it through this movie. It was called The Seduction of a Nerd, is what it was called.
Oh God, I can
It's
only
a trauma
imagine.
movie. And basically, like, this movie is, like, this guy who works for a toy company, and, like, he appeals to all the kids love him, all this stuff. And this rival big-time toy company is trying to recruit him to work for him, and all this stuff. He's, like, this awkward, fucking, weird guy, all this stuff. And so, like, they try getting these girls to seduce him to, like, end up, like, having sex with the girl and get him to sign a contract to come work for the rival toy company. And so, like, the whole fucking movie is, like, these girls, like, all these, like, this movie was definitely made in the 70s. Like, all these like, girls are trying to, like, have sex with him. And, like, he noticed, like, when he goes to sign the contract, he sees the face of the head of the other toy company. And he's like, no! And, like, he doesn't end up signing the contract and all this stuff.
So he got a bunch of pussy and he never had to sign the contract.
Well, he never really got anything. Like, he goes to get it and then, like, he ends up just running off. But, like,
so it kind of sounds like a cross between...
It's horrible.
Like a porn version of Toys and Willy Wonka.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. But,
hey, can I borrow these and then bring them back?
Oh, thanks for just stealing DVDs from my collection, dude.
I've been wanting to watch Dragon
I haven't
Age
even
for a
watched
while.
that one yet.
I've never seen this. And
You've never seen that? Check it fucking awesome!
It's got George in it, too.
It does!
I need to make a copy of this because I'd like to have it on DVD as well as Blu-ray.
Yeah, that's fine.
You've always been ranting and raving about this one.
Oh, it's classic.
I'll bring them back
Kabuki
the next
Man
time we
is
do a
awesome.
podcast, I swear.
How have you never seen Dunstan Checks In? We need to get back on that.
I know. And I've seen most of those live-action Fox movies.
Shame on you.
From the 90s, like Baby's Day Out.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But back to, what was I talking about?
That
The Babysitters.
Seduction of a Nerd.
Seduction of a Nerd.
Yeah.
But yeah, like,
rough.
but like all these girls like try seducing him, they fail, and then like there's this like guy who's working for the head of the other toy company. He's like her like
That does sound like Toys. Yeah.
it's fucking horrible, and like at the end he like ends up like getting on top. Like he's obsessed with her, like the rival film company.
Did you just
The
say
rival-
he ends up getting on top?
He does get on top of her, and like he smothers her and all this stuff and trying to love on her.
It sounded like Butthead.
And like in the movie
that was
ends,
a good-
that's the end of the movie.
And Troma did this?
Yes, it was a trauma. I mean,
That's
you
weird that
expect
Troma
less
did
from trauma.
Yeah.
Love trauma, but I mean, it's got some
Yeah.
weird flicks. So yeah, that one.
I watched Everest. It plays on your emotions, I think, because you're like, oh, well, I can forgive all its really bad flaws because this is a terrible disaster, which, to be fair, it is. But they knew what they were getting into. You're climbing fucking Everest. You have a very high potential to die. I don't mean to discredit them. It's horrible. I couldn't do it. I know I would have been one of the ones that died. Just saying. But, damn, it's rough. I mean, it
looked boring.
Yeah, like, it's just climb. Oh, it's cold. Climb. Oh, no. Watch out for the snow. Climb. Oh, I'm doing this for my family. Oh, great. Climb. Hey, look, we're almost there. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, I can't see.
Wait a minute. How the fuck is he doing this for his family? What are they settling up in Everest?
There you go.
Are they going to create a new fucking town in the mountains?
Cares? Yes.
That's completely pointless. That is a pile of dog shit.
It sucked. It sucked. And I was generous with that 2.5.
You want to talk about first world problems? Let's talk about dickheads that fucking climb mountains. Why are you fucking climbing a mountain?
Yeah, and then they expect us to all be like, oh, they died. You know what you're doing.
Even the ones that live, they're like, yeah, I climbed a mountain. The rest of us are like, haha, you stupid fuck.
Yeah,
why the fuck did you do that?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of extreme stunts out there. There's people that do the base jumping, and a recent one that I learned about was wingsuiting. That looks cool as fuck.
I didn't know that was real. I thought it was only in Transformers 3.
So many people fucking die doing this. They actually had a thing on I don't know if you ever watch HBO Real Sports with Bryant Gumbel. They had a feature on this last month, and this lady has been with 2 other wingsuiters that have died, and now she's with another one. Like. She has a death wish, or she's the Black Widow of fucking wingsuiting.
Maybe she's like, up here, I'm God. She's like...
But to me, there's just no point to these type of things. I mean, it's like, okay, so you climbed a mountain. Big fucking deal. Congratulations. Yeah. Why don't you come down here with the rest of us and get a real fucking job?
No kidding. And it ends so predictably, and it's just...
Anybody else watch any shitty movies?
I couldn't get through Human Centipede 3. I only
never
watched
watched any of them.
25 minutes in and I stopped.
Did you stop?
I stopped.
You pussy. I'm kidding.
I am what I eat. Whatever.
Oh, God damn it.
Cheap plug there for Mr. Andy.
Oh.
Good towel. Bang, bang.
It's a rough one. I guess we're running.
Spectre. I watched Spectre last week.
It's not a bad movie,
Yeah, it
man.
is.
No, it's not.
I don't have a lot to say about it.
Batista was awesome in it.
He was great.
Yeah. Side note, I heard somebody over at Willow, an old manager, he was talking about how when WWF was in town at some point, I don't know when, it was probably when it was WWE, but anyway.
It's WWE now.
When it was
yeah,
WWF.
yeah, but I don't know. So, but anyway, when they were in town, I guess Dave Batista went to Willow for something.
Really?
See a movie. He wasn't, like he is now, obviously. So I don't know when that was. So. But I just heard somebody mention it, and they were like, "Who's Batista?" And some guy was like, "Dude, he's fucking Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy." I was like, "This is the world we live in. I like this. That Guardians of the Galaxy is a movie."
Yeah.
I can't wait for the second one.
Oh yeah, for
It's
sure.
Did you say you met Seth Rollins at Five Guys?
Yeah, I actually met
Really?
Seth Rollins a couple years ago at Five Guys.
That's cool.
He was kind of a dick.
Really?
He was actually with his old lady that blew him up on Twitter, posted the Seth Rollins cock pic. If any of you are fans of wrestling.
Yes.
No way.
Yeah, so what happened was he's got, and his woman was fine. I mean, it was like, girl, y'all, hi. I mean, she was.
Man, was that Axl Rose?
Yeah, wait, no.
I saw like Guns N' Roses. I was like, that's a good Axl Rose.
You're fine.
Rose. That's good too.
No, but so he's dating this beautiful woman, and from all intents and purposes, she seemed like a nice gal. I mean, you have to be pretty understanding to actually be in a relationship with a wrestler. Somebody's on the road 300 days a year.
Oh yeah, totally.
So apparently, he starts fucking this other really hot girl who was down in their developmental league in Florida, and his old lady catches wind of it while he's on live television on Monday on Monday Night Raw. She gets into his Twitter account and posts fucking cock pics of him, full bass and everything. He's standing up, although I guess he's not really that tall. And I think that was probably the point of it. But he's got the selfies. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm the shit," and he's sitting there, pointing in the right direction, and then posted a bunch of pictures with this girl, blew it all up. Seth Rollins
It didn't end well though, did it?
No, it did not end well. They had to do quite the apology for Mr. Rollins on that one.
Wow, that's bad.
I wanted to talk about something here because we talked about a little bit about this off air. What do you guys think of the Charlie Sheen news of him being diagnosed?
Wait a couple of weeks before the Paris attacks to come out. I'll be like,
we'll get to that. It's
I got a lot to say about that one.
I got a lot to say
about that one. Yeah. Definitely.
To comic book news, I'll let you, Andy and Travis, take this away.
Comic book news. I was reading something the Star Wars comics. I actually just saw it while we were talking about the movie news.
Yeah.
Let me get it pulled up again real quick.
Yeah, was it?
It's for Darth Vader issue 13 or 14, I want to say. But it's just talking a little bit about, he's taking on all the rebels and shit in the new Darth Vader's issue 13. But, I mean, other than that, there really isn't very much comic book news. Jessica Jones started on Netflix. So I'm going to check that out here pretty soon.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't Battlefront. That's all I've really been doing. That and WWE 2K16. That's.
The new Batman came out last week, and what's his name?
Gordon?
No, the writer.
Oh, Scott Snyder.
Oh God, I can't believe I forgot that. Scott Snyder. All of this whole new run of Batman has been incredible, to say the least. Court of Owls was
amazing.
Endgame. Oh my God, Endgame. So anyway, after Endgame, spoilers, the whole Joker thing, fucking Joker and Batman are fighting below Gotham, near this Dionysus pit, which is actually Ra's al Ghul's, resurrection.
The Lazarus
thing.
pit.
Yeah. So Joker knows who he is at this point, and he's like calling him Bruce and everything, and he throws these cards at him, and they get stuck in Bruce's head and shit, and then they're fighting, and then like this column collapses on Joker, breaks his back and everything, and then something hits Batman, and then they die down there.
Really?
But it's next to a Dionysus pit. So anyway, it hard cuts. 1 year later, Gordon is Batman now. Like
Holy
Batman
shit.
has been like made official by the Gotham PD. They're like, hey, we need a Batman. We need to back this thing. We need to pay for it. So Gordon's Batman. Fucking no. It doesn't. I'm sorry, but it's not working. The only good thing about this storyline, though, is that they introduced this new villain named Mr. Bloom. And he's fucking cool. He gives these seeds to people that brings out like superpowers in him and shit. But he can stretch all around. He's got this giant flower on his head. He's fucking creepy. He's like Slender Man kind of, but with like a flower design.
Oh,
fucked up. And Bruce is alive. Ooh. He probably just he crawled into the Dionysus pit and something like cured his brain or whatever. So Alfred has to retell him everything about Batman and who he was. But he's like, I'm not Batman anymore. So he goes to work at a recreational center. He's not Batman, but hey, issue 50's coming out in a couple of months. You know they're going to be like, oh, this is the one who gets suited up again.
Issue, they got to do something big for it, yeah.
Predictable. It's just bothering me. That should be a first world problem right there. And the new Deadpool comics aren't really that great so far.
Really?
I don't know. They're okay.
Yeah, I think that's about it for comic book news. There hasn't really been a whole lot.
I'm storing a little bit of Walking Dead for like probably 10 issues because that comic's really hard to read month to month because it's really boring sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's better to get like big chunks of them in there,
Gotcha. I guess we'll move on to our segment of That's Not Good news. We'll start that off with the classic. Here we go.
That's not good.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's not good news of the week.
What was that?
That
was like a John Cleese stroke moment.
Monty Python.
Like, has he ever had a stroke? I feel terrible now.
No, I don't think he has.
All right, well.
That's
There we
not
go.
good news. We kind of mentioned it a little bit ago, but we stopped. If anybody hasn't read the news, Charlie Sheen has HIV.
He's had it for 2 years.
2 fucking years.
Yeah, he's had it for 2 years.
And he hasn't. He had a public interview with, was it Matt Lauer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking dickbag Matt Lauer, man.
He's a
fucking
dick, yeah.
hate Matt Lauer.
Yeah.
I could go on a rant. But, all right, no more.
But yeah, he has been he's got HIV. Has been living with it for 2 years, and according to the reports that he said he's been taking, what is it, a triple cocktail of stuff to keep him healthy and all this stuff. But Charlie Sheen is HIV positive apparently.
He's also apparently selling off most of his multi-million-dollar mansions because he's fucking broke. He was tired of paying hush money.
Yeah, he's been paying hush money to people about
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Well, I find it disturbing that he's admitted to having sex with like hundreds of women, and like he claims he's told them, which he could have, sure. But if he didn't tell them, they have grounds to sue him and everything. Which
they do.
To be them, if I were them, I'd be like, yeah, he never told me. There's no proof.
There was actually a big story.
Dirty as that is.
There was a big story on the news tonight about the fact that the main girlfriend, I guess he had at the time,
that's right, like
did
Briosa
not know.
or something.
Yeah, and she apparently has tested negative, so she's okay. She said that she would not have kept it quiet.
How do you transmit HIV? I mean, I know it's through intercourse.
Do we have to go through the
I know.
Let me sit you down. Okay.
I'll play "Can You Feel the Love Tonight" and like in the background. That's the talk song.
What is sex, guys? What is sexual intercourse? But I mean, like, I don't know.
Fluids.
There are many ways to transfer HIV,
Fluids.
I believe. Like
I know
blood,
it's-
open cuts, maybe.
I know it's like open wounds, like
Fluids.
fluids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sharing the same heron needle.
Yeah.
Hair on, yeah.
Fluids.
All the fluids.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah.
We just had that talk.
We did.
Let me lighten the mood here a little bit. There was actually a story on HuffPost. I don't know if you guys are fans of HuffPost.
I've been meaning to start.
I love HuffPost.
Yeah.
And they've got this section called Weird News. And there is actually an Asian man whose real name...
There is an Asian man.
There is an Asian man.
No, I'm sorry. I just
I had to point out that he was Asian because
Yeah.
the whole punchline about this is that his real name is Fuck That Bitch.
Yeah.
No.
And he's been
That's
deleted and kicked off
awesome. No
Facebook so
way.
many times. And
I bet it's spelled like F-U-K
yeah,
or
it's
something,
spelled
right?
P-H-U-C.
Oh, okay.
Middle name is D-A-T, so he got that part right.
Uh-huh.
And his last name is spelled B-I-C-H. Fuck that bitch.
That
He actually had to-
for him, man.
He actually had to post a picture of his driver's license on Facebook because he's been banned and kicked off of it so many times for
Wow.
allegedly having a fake name.
That's funny.
I mean,
That's
that's
funny.
definitely a third world problem.
Yeah.
Nobody around here is naming their kid
God.
"fuck that bitch."
That's
We'll
right.
still get
right.
Lamangelo and Orangelo.
Oh,
Ladasha L dash A. Oh, whatever.
This part's getting cut.
yeah. I've got kind of sort of celebrity news. The whole Jared Fogle thing getting.
Oh, yeah. 15 years.
Thank
15
God.
Yeah.
15 years of football.
He should get more than that.
Yeah, a lot more.
He should get more than that.
I think it's so funny. I might be paraphrasing it, but like his defense attorneys were like, "Well, technically, the victims were like 16 or 17 years old. He should only get 5 years. That doesn't count all the videos and pictures and all this fucking shit this guy has. Let's just forget that. Give him 5 years because he's a subway spokesman. Fuck him.
Yeah, no.
No, I
Just
agree.
throw him behind bars. He'll do it again if he's out. Fuck him.
Right.
Asshole.
I think the fact that he only had to pay $100,000 to his victims,
That's
he only had to give
that's
up
bullshit.
$1.4 million. Come on, man. I mean, the guy is a child molester. Let's be clear about this. The man was having sex not with just someone close to age, but well under age. I mean, the fact that he's a celebrity doesn't mean anything. He should be fucking put away.
Yeah.
And kudos to the New York Post, who I'm not a fan of, but they actually had the trashy moment of the year right after this whole thing came out. Their headline was Jared Fogel's about to get a foot long of a different kind.
Good. I'm glad they just did it. All right, just go with it.
Just
man.
go with it, man.
I found a really I found a really funny story. This is Jared Fogel's famous weight loss is in serious jeopardy because he's about to have access to a ton of fatty foods until he ships off to a federal pen. Jared's temporary home, blah, blah. All the inmates there can order some serious care packages filled with things like triple bacon burger deluxe, pizza and wing party pack, meat lovers or barbecue chicken pizza, and tons of candy, chips, snacks, and sodas.
He's going to have to bulk up in prison. He's going to be fighting off. He's going to be fighting off the sausage factory.
If they throw him into a all, I don't know.
If he gets in general
what's the
population,
word?
he's
yes,
dead.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally.
GP, say goodbye to Fogel, man. And you know what? Who's really going to miss him?
Man.
I mean, come on. Where has our society gone when we make a millionaire out of a fat fuck who ate Subway sandwiches?
No kidding.
I mean, really.
And like, wasn't that just his word? I mean, there could have been other things that factored too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, he lost all that weight fucking them kids.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Jesus Christ. Ooh, boy.
Real dark up in here.
Yeah.
I told you it was going to get inappropriate.
Oh, God.
Now we just need.
I'm just hearing that Metallica song. Sad but true. Oh, playing in my head.
Just for the record, none of us are condoning this.
No.
We're just putting
No,
out
no.
for Michael J. Fox, the facts of life, all right? You know, we're getting a little shaky up in here.
Oh, fuck. You're fucking killing me. Oh, my God. Oh my god.
To be fair though, Curb Your Enthusiasm did the Michael J. Fox thing worse though, because like he was living upstairs up above Larry, and like he was stamping his feet a lot, and Larry goes up there, and he's like, "Why are you stamping around in workman boots?" And he goes, "Larry, I have Parkinson's. I need to do this to shake it off my feet a little bit." And he goes, "So it was pissed or Parkinson's." Kept saying that over and over.
Oh my god.
And then there's part Michael J. Fox gives him a soda. and Larry gets it, opens up. He's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Oh, sorry, Larry, Parkinson's." And he's like, "I think he's doing it on purpose." It was really funny. And like Michael J. Fox was a really good sport being on it like that, you know.
I guess we'll move on to what the fuck news. I have one here. Kylie Jenner, the spawn of.
I got nothing against people doing that, but I'm fucking tired of hearing about him or her. I don't.
The spawn of the blue fucking Bruce Jenner. Apparently she's been cuddling up with Tyga, the rapper. They're apparently a couple, but they were cuddling up after they split up. And she said, "Everybody needs to chill. Everyone needs to chill out over this." Keeping up, the lead sentence of this article is, "Keeping up with Kylie Jenner's love life, it's not easy." The 18-year-old reality TV star took to Snapchat on Saturday to address reports that she and her 26-year-old rapper boyfriend Tyga had split up. While it has been confirmed whether or not the two are officially together, the snap shows Kylie cuddled up close to Tyga, is verified by his left-hand tattoo and signature gold watch. With the photo,
is that how we identify people now, by their signature left-hand tattoo?
Oh man, only this guy has a left tattoo like this.
That's Tyga!
Oh shit!
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Over the photo,
This guy's knuckles a little punched out here.
Kylie typed in a message which seemed to be in response to everyone who's been commenting on her alleged split. Everyone needs to chill out.
You know what I think?
You know what? Let's all chill out for a second. Let's all chill out over this.
Man.
Let's chill out. Let's all chill out over Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, that's all they want.
You know, it's stupid.
I agree. I mean, who gives a shit about any of the Kardashians? And
why are they famous? I really don't know.
I don't know.
I actually know the reason. The reason that they're famous.
I think I know why.
Kim and Ray J.
Is because their old man was in the fucking OJ defense trial. He was one of the lawyers. That's how they initially made their. No, not Bruce Jenner. He married into the family. I'm talking about the Kardashians. Yeah. I forget the name too, but the patriarch, the dad of the Kardashians, was actually in the OJ trial. Yep. That's where he first got famous.
That's right.
And that's, I mean, they made a lot of money, and then they had a bunch of little snot-nosed Beverly Hills brats that infect our TV on a weekly basis that nobody should really care about, but somehow they're a thing. I mean, bless them for making money, but goddamn,
they're worse than. I've never watched Duck Dynasty. I never will. I don't give a shit. Yeah. I would argue that Duck Dynasty might be better.
It is. I would rather watch.
Might be the lesser evil.
I don't even fault the Kardashians or even the stupid fucking Duck Dynasty because I mean, really, it's not their fault if people are willing to spend their lives watching this trash. Yeah, they're gonna make the money.
Problem. Yeah.
I mean, they're the ones going to the bank cashing the checks. I choose not to waste my time on it. I think it's just a big giant waste of fucking life. To care about what the fuck Jenner's doing. All these fucking posts on social media about, Caitlyn Jenner's the woman of the year, and not this soldier. You know what? Nobody knows who the fuck the soldier is. All right, it has nothing to do with respect. It has nothing to do with anybody thinking that they're not as important. The bottom line is that what Caitlyn Jenner did was she opened up the world to a side of this life that people aren't very aware of. She opened up the transgender world. And you can like it or hate it. You can agree with it or disagree with it. It doesn't fucking matter. The point is that everybody getting butthurt over an award that's given out in Hollywood where Caitlyn Jenner stars they're kidding themselves. Why get mad about this? Who gives a shit? I mean, is this really affecting your life that, Susie Q, the fucking first Navy soldier, is not the woman of the year on the ESPN awards? Who Who gives a fucking shit?
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
I agree.
Stop letting it overrun your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Moving on.
No, I mean, you summed it up, and that was what the F news was.
I feel like I read something really funny this week, and I was like, man, that's good news to read.
Apparently, the cause of the split of them breaking up was something he did, although the Devastated rapper denies doing anything. Friday night, Kylie went bar hopping with celebrity pals Justin Bieber and ASAP Rocky.
That's my buddy.
But yeah, it's hard to believe this is a news story on a reliable outlet is something like this. It's kind of sad. Yeah. Anybody got any other with the F news?
I'm looking right now, I'm on Facebook because you could always find fucking shit on Facebook.
Somebody went into an Apple store swinging a samurai sword.
What?
God damn it. That's horrifying.
That's fantastic.
Whoa. That's too much.
A driver's ed teacher got charged with DUI.
What?
In the ironic news of the week.
I remember my driver's ed teacher telling us on the last day, he was like, and if I ever catch you guys in the paper getting a DUI, I will personally come to your house and kick your ass. I remember saying, like, that's reason enough to not ever do that. I always think about that whenever I'm like, no, I can't drive. I'm always like, yeah, Mr. Bogle said that too. Don't want to piss him off. He was a ticking time bomb.
He was.
Who's the guy? I'm gonna fucking feel terrible about this. No, he was in Breaking Bad. He was the vacuum guy at the end. He was the one that moved Walt and stuff. What's that guy's name in real life? He's in a lot of movies. It's not Eric Roberts. He was in Jackie Brown.
I don't know, man.
As soon as I say it, you're gonna be like, oh, duh. Fucking anyway.
I'm not sure.
Crash and burn.
No.
That's what I was talking about.
I've got some what the fuck news. This'll actually kick your ass a little bit. A historic villa once home to Taiwan's former president Chiang Ching-kuo has opened its doors on Friday as a McDonald's cafe.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah. And it says it right outside.
oh, that's rough.
I mean, the picture looks very majestic for McDonald's. It actually looks like something that you'd see in maybe the old town of Six Flags or Silver Dollar City.
Yeah.
If any of you are familiar with going to Branson, Missouri.
Yeah.
It looks pretty bad.
Oh.
That's funny.
Trend. This is sort of what the fuck news. I've seen people putting Christmas ornaments on their fucking beards. I've seen people.
What the fuck?
Yes. Yes, that's
Come
starting
on.
to become a fucking thing.
Robert Forster. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. Go ahead.
But I've seen people putting glitter in their beards. Like, stop with these beard trends. Seriously, like nobody gives a shit.
Becoming a thing though, like they're just...
People have been putting the flower beards and all this stupid shit.
Why?
You're giving people with beards a bad rep. Stop it.
That's
It's like,
rough.
we're already trying
That's
to
bad,
we're already trying not to
actually.
be stereotypes.
No kidding.
And like that shit happens.
Like if you want to do that, do it on Christmas. At a Christmas party or something. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, the
Just
Christmas
silly,
party. I mean, it's
whatever,
fun, but
right.
don't fucking
Not
do
now.
in your everyday life.
Yeah. That's
But
rough.
My
dude.
God.
I
Don't
didn't see
fucking do that.
That's
I saw a post about that on Facebook, and I was just like, "This really,
That's
really,
rough.
we're coming to that point."
God damn it. That pisses me off.
The first time I saw the flower beards, I got pissed.
I can see that.
Mm.
That's rough.
Mm.
I didn't even see that, man. I don't like
That's
that.
sort of my
I don't like that at all.
news for the week.
I don't
Like,
like it.
stop putting Christmas ornaments and fucking glitter in your beard. No, you don't look any better.
That's bad.
no,
Jesus
I
fuck.
understand.
I agree.
That's stupid.
Full-heartedly.
We'll move on to the next segment. Just internet things.
I'm
I found.
starving.
Sorry. I'm kind of hungry too. I found a story here. I haven't read it yet. I pulled up the article. Story from Reddit. Title of the article is "That Really Is a Happy Meal." McDonald's staff throws a surprise birthday party for a lonely 93-year-old widower who has gone to McDonald's almost every day since 2013.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
A lonely 93-year-old who
Jeez.
eats McDonald's Happy Meals almost every day to cope with the death of his wife has been throwing a surprise birthday party by the restaurant. Harry Scott began visiting his local restaurant in Workington, Cumbria, at least 6 times a week following the death of his wife, Martha. He has become such a popular customer that even he has his own table. This week, thanks to Mr. Scott for his custom staff at the restaurant, put up banners and balloons to celebrate his 93rd birthday.
Wow.
As well as buying him whiskey and shortbread.
Because they go together.
Right. They also told Mr. Scott that he can now have his usual Happy Meals for free.
That is awesome.
He said, "The kids that come in here are mine, as I don't have any of my own. It's company for me. When they threw the surprise party, I had to wipe my eyes. Mr. Scott lost his wife 6 years ago. Then in 2013, he started going to McDonald's, where he began making friends with the staff and other customers. He now goes every day, apart from Sundays, where he goes to his goddaughters for a meal. The pensioner from High Harrington normally goes to fast food chain early in the afternoon for a Happy Meal. Sometimes then he goes back for dinner. He says that he only orders a Happy Meal as he has a small appetite. Jack Holiday, crew member, says he's a one-off. You get regular customers, but he's one that stands out. He's bubbly and full of life, especially for a 93-year-old.
How did you make it through that whole fucking article without making one Star Trek joke? The guy's name is Mr. Scott.
Yes.
Oh, it was.
Beam me up, Scott.
Right.
E.
Why?
And that's just a little weird. He eats fucking Happy Meals every day. What is the guy in prison?
Well, he said that he has a small. No, DJ. He says he has a small appetite.
He has a small appetite. And then he calls all the children his. He sounds really possessive.
You're gonna go dark with this nice segment.
It's not a nice segment. There's a 92-year-old man calling all the children his, eating a Happy Meal every day, and his name is Mr. fucking Scott. All right, beat me up to molestation. Where the fuck is Jared Fogle at? All right,
God,
they're gonna share a cell together in hell.
I'm trying to make this podcast nice. It's not happening. It's a story.
I just got this horrible image of Jared Fogle and him in prison together, and like he's like,
oh my god, guys.
Oh my god. He's like, I want a 6-inch. He's like, super size.
Be my friend now, Mr. Scott.
Oh my god.
He's like, hey, did you know I was a big Star Trek fan when I was a kid? It's an honor to be in the cell with you, says Jared.
He's not even on Star Trek. His name's Scott.
I know.
He seemed this coincidence.
I know.
Fuck, this is a feel-good story.
I know. It's a
Wait,
coincidence.
and you guys are turning it into something super
Doesn't
dark.
know. I respect the hell out of the McDonald's staff for doing that.
Oh,
the ones around
God.
here wouldn't fucking do that. No way.
It's true. It's true.
This McDonald's staff is truly a diamond in the rough, to quote Aladdin.
Mm.
Like, they could lead us to a forbidden cave of wonders. If
Where was this at?
Kansas.
Workington, Cumbria.
Where the fuck is
I
that?
don't know where that is.
I'm pretty up on
Canada? I don't know.
I'm pretty up on my geography, but my goodness, that's way out there.
What the fuck is Cumbria, man?
That's what they call
that
it down
country?
south.
I'm looking it up right now. It's
oh god,
I didn't even hear the joke. I don't want to hear it again. But it's in Northwest England.
Okay, so yeah.
So it's a non-metropolitan county in Northwest England.
No, not really.
So
I said Canada.
that's a good story. Minus
It was.
shitting all over
It was, but no, it has a
Fucking
dark
pervert.
and gritty. Like if somebody wanted to reboot it as dark and gritty, I'd be like, I can see where they go with that. You know? Yeah, I can see it.
Oh God! All right. But yeah, that was the just internet thing story. That was a nice story. I had another story. We're a week before the dreaded Black Friday. They had an article here of what the 6 kinds of Black Friday shoppers.
I could fill a whole podcast about my experience.
Oh, me
That one
too,
year,
sir. Me
As
too.
could I.
Yes. There's 6 kinds of Black Friday shoppers. There's the online deal hunters. Blah, 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 blah,
Cyber
blah.
Mondays.
The penny pinchers. That I guess go for the real.
They just walk around the store.
There's like pinch
with like
pennies.
like,
I want a here.
Yeah. They're like, dude, I'm trying to look at the Blu-rays. I'm trying to look at the Blu-rays. And he's like, look at how they pitch. He's like, oh. He's got like a
When
whole
the fuck
head
did
full
Dobby
of
turn into a Christmas shopper?
The Avoiders.
You always see the Harry Potter movies on Blu-ray in the 396.
Yeah.
Yes.
Only the first three. They're not willing
That's
to
true.
let
That's
those
true.
last few.
That's true. Yeah.
I
The
guess
only one I'm gonna get this year is Expendables 3 is supposed to be $4.99 at Best Buy, which I'll wait and just get it online real quick.
I'll see if
their
they have
online, their online deals go.
I'll see what they have for the Bad Boys double pack.
Yeah, I don't want to pay $20 for it because like you can get the Ghostbusters 1 and
Mhm.
2 2-pack for $10,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're doing buy one get one free next week, which
Yeah.
Last Dragon's included in that, the Barry Gordon
Yeah.
movie. Fuck, Show
I wonder
Nuff.
if Best Buy will be open
Show
by the time I
Nuff
get
is
off
the
work.
villain. Yeah.
I need to see if Best Buy's open after I get off work.
I think they have extended holiday hours after Thanksgiving, I want to say.
Because
So
I know
where they're
they'll be
open
open
till,
up
like,
at midnight.
Yeah.
But I get off work at 3:30 in the morning
Uh-huh.
that night, so I kind of want to
there you
see
go.
if I can
Master.
stop over there.
Might as well, because they'll still be good stuff, and it might not be as like
It's
jams
packed.
and shit.
Yeah. Driving's gonna fucking suck. But anywho,
Oh yeah. I guess that real quick, since probably next week, since it'll be the holidays, we won't have a podcast next week. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Now, since we won't have a podcast next week.
that's Pocahontas on Blu-ray.
Pocahontas.
It's pretty good.
I get boring watching Pocahontas.
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 Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope everybody enjoys the time, stuffing their faces and enjoying family time. We'll be back with you guys the following week. Travis probably won't be with us,
Yeah,
depending on
sketchy.
the baby
We'll
situation.
see how it goes.
But that next one, we'll see what we do with there.
I want to share a little Thanksgiving since you won't be back next week.
Yeah.
I actually watched a story on TV recently that talks about the first Thanksgiving, and that it was actually not what you learn in school. I mean, everybody learns in school that the Pilgrims had this great feast with the Indians, and everybody was hunky fucking dory, and it was great, and that's how it all came about. The truth is a little bit darker. It turns out that that the Puritans were actually hiring the Indians to murder the Puritans' enemies in the British and other different religions.
Wow.
And the Thanksgiving dinner was nothing like we know, but the bounties were plentiful. And our American history is really fucked up.
Yeah.
We learned a lot of stuff in grade school that turned out to be
Although there's shit
complete
they
and
gloss
total.
over.
Yeah,
they
they
you know
sugarcoated
it.
big time.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
They don't even
sugarcoated.
sugarcoat it. I mean, they flat out Donald Trump that shit. I mean, it's just complete bullshit.
You're not
from
going to
start
learn
to
about the history. That's terrible.
Sounds like Nixon.
Donald Trump.
I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I'm not going to sugarcoat the. I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
I think the ghost of Nixon just invaded us and fucking possessed two of our fucking podcasts.
Fucking Donald Trump, after the Paris shit, says
Christopher Columbus.
it would have been so bad if they had guns. That's so fucking hindsight. It's ridiculous. Let's just say, hey, this guy wouldn't have got killed by some random criminal if he had had a lightsaber. It's true. He would have been killed by him more than likely. It's so fucking hindsight.
Oh,
Dick.
man.
If he wins, I'm moving to Canada.
I've said that same thing, and I totally agree, dude.
I have to
Totally
use
agree.
restroom.
Yeah,
Elaborate
totally
a little
agree.
bit on whatever you want to do. We'll move on to the last segment.
All right. The McRib is back.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, my wife's a big fan.
I love the McRib. I've already had 4
is
of
it?
them.
Oh, okay. I might have to surprise her one.
DJ, judge me all you fucking want. The McRib is delicious.
I'm not a fan either, but I know a lot of people who
I don't hate the McRib.
Yeah.
I find it highly overrated, and if it was,
I
and there is a reason that it is not on the menu 24/7 like it used to be.
Yeah,
because
it used to be.
Was it
because
really?
it does. Yeah, when the
yeah,
McRib
Back in like
Really?
2000, they had like the mini
Really?
McRib where
God, they have even before
Huh,
that.
yeah.
When the McRib first came out in the 80s, it was on the menu
Wow, I had no
24/7 all the time. They took it off around 93 or 94. Yes, I know my McDonald's history. Fuck off if you don't like it. They took it off for a long time because it wasn't selling, and then now they've turned it into this seasonal item that fucking sells like crazy because people think that
It's
it's made of fucking rainbows and sunshine.
It's
really just the same goddamn pork sandwich, that pile of shit
I
pushed
do
together
not-
that they've done.
I
for
do not
years.
give a shit. Give me a fake pork fucking slab of meat, slather it in barbecue sauce, put pickles and onions on a
There's
fucking
something
delicious
so
bun.
good about their barbecue sauce. I
The
don't know
barbecue
what
sauce
it
is
is,
excellent.
and it probably
It's
doesn't
just
have.
the
I don't
sugar.
know.
I need to see if
Yeah,
any of them are
that's-
selling them past midnight because I want a fucking McRib.
Yeah, I might have to stop and get one.
But like I've had, okay, I remember one year with the McRib they had a buy one get one for $1.
Oh, I remember
I
that,
had
yeah.
like 20 plus.
That wasn't that long
McRibs
ago.
that year.
It was only like 4 years ago or something.
It was recent.
Yeah,
but
because
they,
I remember Melody was pregnant when they were doing that. So yeah.
But yeah, the fucking McRib.
You could do a whole
So
segment
good.
just based on weird McDonald's items from across the world.
Yeah.
There is so much weird shit out there that McDonald's slaps its logo on. My
Mm.
goodness.
I got a little bit of trivia for McDonald's. Which movie is actually responsible for the creation of the McFlurry? Because they made the McFlurry to tie into this movie, and ever since it's been on the menu since.
I honestly
It's
don't.
98. It's 1998. It was a big summer movie. It's not Godzilla.
I want to throw it out there. I'm just guessing, but I want to say the shitty ass Batman with Mr. Freeze in it.
Nope.
Close. It was close. It was actually Armageddon.
No shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
wow.
I remember them having a commercial where
I think I only
it's
made it to
that part from the
once.
Chrysler building where they're all falling out of it. I was just like, but it has a thing about, and get the new McFlurry at McDonald's. I was just like,
That's not a good place for
no, not at all. And
Let's go get ice cream while there's fucking
no
meteors fucking
No
falling out of the
kidding.
sky. But at least we know Ben Affleck and Bruce Willis are up there about to blow it up. Why the fuck
I
not?
fucking hate that movie so much.
It's a guilty pleasure. I like
And then like I love how like they're like, hey, let's make fun of Godzilla after Godzilla came out. They're like, hey, let's kick it while it's down. The fucking movie opens up with a street vendor selling like Godzilla plush toys, kind of. They look like Godzilla,
Yeah.
and then it gets hit by a meteorite. It's like, oh, okay. And then that was that weird summer where like Deep Impact came out.
Yeah,
which is a even worse movie.
Yeah.
The 97 and 98 was bad for summer
was,
movies.
man. It was because you had a lot of Independence Day copycats.
It is,
and
yeah.
shit, you know?
Well, Batman and
And Ben
Robin
Black
came
and
out,
shit.
Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat Annihilation came out, Alien
Oh.
Resurrection.
Deep Impact.
Deep Impact was rough.
I was a black president before Barack Obama was in Deep
I would
Impact.
elect Morgan Freeman to office in a fucking heartbeat. Not as fast as Powers Booth.
my voice.
Powers Booth.
I might be 80 years old, and I've come from a southern town.
He doesn't
through my
age.
life.
No, he
But
doesn't.
Morgan Freeman doesn't age.
The
He's got that
reason I
salt
don't-
and pepper hair.
The reason I don't age is because I actually eat the tissues and the bloods of the 20-year-old women that I happen to marry
And the
every couple of
bloods.
years.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, he does too. He does
does.
marry.
He's hey man, he don't have first world problems.
No.
You know, that man has big dick problems because he's got himself some 20-year-old wives coming out the
Big
fucking
dick
woodwork like there's nothing going on. Like,
Big dick
I mean, my
Yeah,
goodness.
Mr. Tim Robbins up with the vagina of the 20-year-old.
Right away, Mr.
I guess
White.
we'll go ahead and we've gone over about 2 hours ish.
Or almost at 2.5.
Okay, we'll end it here if you guys want. With the our last segment here, that's been the people that have listened to the podcast and people that have given us feedback on the podcast have loved it. It's the Why Should I Date You segment. Travis and I had a nice conversation about Why Should I Date You. Travis thinks it's mean-spirited.
I do. I do in a way.
Well, see, I'm
do.
not revealing names.
No,
It's-
I know.
it's
but
just-
it feels mean to me.
It's
I don't know.
It's funny though. I mean, it's.
I'd rather do it with celebrities or like.
It's truth, is what it is.
It's
if
hard
these people are willing to
truth,
put
that's okay.
if they're willing to put themselves out there.
Yeah,
we're doing them a favor. We're not really revealing their names. We're not posting pictures.
Exactly.
Okay. You know,
I can
see
it.
You cannot help the fact that people, want to come at you. Correct.
Yeah. So this is the segment. Why should I? Yeah. It's a segment called "Why Should I Date You?" And if I'll recap it for first-time listeners, it's I'm a single guy. I think Andy's still. You're single, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of seeing someone.
Kind of. I had a date on Wednesday with her. Like,
did you?
She was. I told her I was like, yeah, let's go get something to eat, and she was like, let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Was that when we were recording last time, and you're like, she wanted to hang out, but I was like, you're shooting a podcast with a drunk?
Yeah. I was like, yeah. I've got nerd shit going on. I'm doing a podcast with the drunk. She was like, oh, right on. But yeah, it was a good time. We actually went back to my apartment and we played Mortal Kombat.
Nice.
Because she talked with
9 or 10.
10.
Oh,
she was talking shit. She was like, "Oh, I could beat you." I was like,
Yeah.
No, and I beat her.
Did you do the obligatory? I'll let him win.
No, I
really, that's
force.
cool.
No,
then that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
If a woman,
that's a good thing. Dude.
I'm going to put it out there. If a woman challenges you to a fucking Mortal Kombat contest, you need to fucking finish him. You need to fucking put that fucking one on the mat. You do not let them win. If they have the balls to challenge you and you know you can whip their ass,
you need to back it up.
You have to back it up. If you fucking tuck balls and let them win, all that shit is going to do is fucking prove that it's going to prove in their eyes that they're not the ones for you. Because you are way too much of a fucking vagina to just.
It's a good sign if you do that.
But
kudos to you for beating her ass.
That's a good sign.
In a video game.
In a video game.
She probably beat you at least once or.
Nope.
Really? No?
Nope.
I've lost to my wife many a time.
But I was like, let's go get food. There's pizza, sushi, Mexican. She's like, let's go get wings. I was like, you're fucking awesome.
Nice.
So, I mean,
what a girl.
Did you meet her online?
Yeah.
He did.
Hey, so there is hope for the world.
There is.
There is hope.
I met my wife on
I
MySpace,
fucking read from these segments.
I have a feeling what we're about to fucking listen is not the hope of the world.
But to recap,
my computer.
Andy's technically single. I'm a single guy.
Yeah.
I've had a Plenty of Fish profile for about 5 years now. Like, I'm on it off and on, because I've had in the last 5 years probably
75 girls.
It's been a while.
No, I have not. I've had maybe a couple serious
You told me your
relationships.
number, and I was like,
Single ladies, he's available.
Yeah. But what we do in this segment, though, what we do in this segment though is I'll pull up this dating profile and read profiles verbatim, read them to you guys and let you know what all these lovely ladies are all about and let you know what you think of them. Whoa,
sorry, it's time to hunt. It's from Alien vs. Predator.
All right. No, nice. I'll pull up the first one here. Username is ShayRed8907. Headline is Real! Recognize Real! Keep the fake far away!
Travis almost had a heart attack right
there. I have sensitive ears, so I'm going to back over here. I do for
sensitive
hearing. I don't know why.
Not about to write a long paragraph talking about me. If you hit me with a message and can conduct a conversation past hello, then I'll tell you more about me.
Sorry.
First date. You want to know what our first date is?
Sure.
I prefer to be in a setting where we can talk and get to know each other. All right.
That's a date.
I get that is a date.
What happens if you get to a date with her and you show up and you just go, hello?
No kidding. It's so loud. Why? Why do people caps shit like that?
Oh, I thought you were asking why I was loud.
No. I'm so sick of people cap locks and
I know.
Cap blocking, whatever.
Next profile, username OMyK. Headline.
Oh, my K.
Headline is you can't bowl SH star sign TA bullshitter.
You can't bullshit a bullshitter.
About me, I have pictures, so just ask. First and foremost, I love my child.
So just ask.
I love my child.
I love my child.
He is and always will be my number one. I love music. I love being independent. I don't need a man. I want a man.
What? Then why?
I just finished school.
That's contradictory.
No kidding.
That literally made no sense. I just finished school. I'm 24, not 29! I work very hard and I'm good at what I do.
Just to be clear.
Nice teeth are a must. I don't care if they're crooked as long as you take care of them.
That doesn't make him nice teeth then. What the fuck is she talking about?
As long as you take care of them. Straighten them out every now and then.
Beards are deaf preferred.
What?
For a good time.
If she's going through the
This
trouble
is
of...
someone who just finished school. She's 24, so
Okay.
clearly she just got out of high school.
God damn it.
You have to work with what you
Grammar
got.
bugs the hell out of me.
I prefer it if you didn't post this.
Yeah. God bless
All right.
America. That's...
Here we go. Another profile here. Username is tatted. Oh my god. Tatted. Capital G, lowercase I, capital R, lowercase L, 54. Tatted girl 54.
Tatted girl. Whoa!
Her headline
Is she Italian?
Her headline is shy but looking for a friend to become M. To become M from
Yeah,
Double
007. Fucking Spectre. I don't mean to get off on a tangent, but hey, I'm doing all of this because M left a message for me just in case she dies.
It's true.
Don't kill this.
It's true.
So she lesbo?
About her, I am a country girl. I love country music, horses, farms, mud, dirt, all that stuff. I'm also a big fan of WWE. Hey, there you go.
No thanks.
I love tattoos, of which I have 12. I'm very shy. I speak my mind, say it like it is. I love crime shows and cooking. I love working out, fishing.
Because they go together so well.
I would love to go to school for either culinary arts or forensic science. What a fucking broad spectrum there.
That's
gonna
a wide range.
Or I'm gonna investigate dead fucking
Yeah,
bodies.
I'm either gonna cook or I'm gonna be Dexter. You know, that's rough.
Emerald or Dexter?
Yeah.
Paul Dane or some female detective, the chick from Law and Order SVU.
Yeah.
I'm easy to get along with. I'm a hopeless romantic and old-fashioned. I believe in getting to know someone, hanging out, then dating. Sex isn't everything. Oh, and I do not do haunted houses or movies about ghosts and shit.
Clearly not the one for you.
Whoa.
Snapchat. I won't give her Snapchat name out.
God damn.
Please don't.
It's like,
First date.
that's very specific. Don't take me to Spook Hollow or Paranormal Activity.
She's not hard to please, Travis.
No.
Just
Doesn't sound like it.
set something up. We will both enjoy outside, inside, wherever.
Not hard to
As long
please.
as we both have fun, but I'm not opposed to something romantic either. Show me you care and that you're serious.
I checked out a long time ago on that one.
Yeah.
Man, that was like a walking, talking stereotype.
Next profile, username Curbster69.
Curbster.
Why? Why is there 69 in fucking username?
Hey, hold on.
You're immediately in you.
Before you even get to the profile, if she says anything about I am not all about sex, clearly she is a lying whore.
Right.
I have a kind of related thing. One morning I was up very early and I got onto Craigslist and I was typing in just like TMNT arcade cabinet. I do that sometimes. Just to,
Sure.
you
never know when one's available.
exactly. And somebody posted something that said Saturday morning fun, and I was, what the fuck is this? I clicked on some guy's dick, and like he was in fucking Peoria or some shit, and like I was just like,
Well, you know, if it
Thanks.
plays into Peoria.
No kidding. Yeah. Apparently it does. I was like, oh, that's nice. Thanks. And there was no name given or anything. I was like, no, that's great. Why not? You know, happy Sunday.
Right.
You know.
Oh, jeez.
Thanks.
Curbster69 headline ?
She's confused.
Her
the other one.
about me.
Just-
Literally the number 3.
She grab at the frog?
Yeah. 3.
It's brought to you by the letter 3, which is how many joints I've smoked today.
3. Number 3.
That was a reference to Big Bird and Kermit Stoned, if you've never heard it. YouTube it if you're that bored.
I guess we can wrap with this one. I don't want to go too much into this, but last profile is username AllieBear20. Headline is not giving up.
Is she 20?
About me. I'm a mother of 2 kids, 1 boy and 1 girl. They both come first, and I love them to death. I do have a kick. What is a kick? I don't know what is a kick.
It's kind of like.
It's like a text messaging service.
Oh,
I thought it
I
was
never
literally
heard
like,
of it.
oh man, I'm gonna get a kick out of that. I'm fucking old fashioned.
Does it say KIK?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard of that before. It's like some kind of text messaging service online. I think it's kind of like Skype, but without the video part of it.
So it's
okay.
Omegle,
Kind of like Facebook
essentially.
Messenger.
Yeah, like AIM from back in the day.
Oh, really?
Good old
Wow.
aim, man. Oh,
I do have
That's
a
good
kick,
stuff.
and I also have a Snapchat. If you want usernames, just ask. Won't send dirty pictures. Oh, okay, I'm drunk. Won't send dirty pictures. So don't ask.
if you're hurting, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow like I sound like Don Corleone.
No
from
kidding. Yeah, like
Godfather,
you're gonna
like,
kill your voice.
You ask myself, why was Zach shouting dating profiles last night? And I'm gonna say,
In my About Me section, I'm a mother of 2 kids. One boy,
take it away, DJ.
That's really
one
good.
boy and 1 girl. They both
That's
come
really
first,
good.
and I love them to death. I do have a kick, and I also have a
It's
Snapchat.
a great Marlon Brando.
If you want usernames, just ask. I won't send dirty pictures, so don't ask. If you're the one that always wants sex,
That was great.
if you think that sex is a big part of a relationship,
I got news for you, lady. It is.
then it's safe to say that you won't get talked to. Sex is not the most important thing in a relationship. And I say this and I know what I feel because I have 2 kids. Sex is not the most important thing in a relationship. I've already had all the sex that I need at 20 years old.
20 years old? Jesus. I didn't have sex till I was 23.
She's 23.
Oh, thanks.
Now she's probably been on Plenty of Fish for 3 fucking years. Nobody wants
That
to
was a
fucking
really
comment
good
her
Marlon
out.
Brando.
He's great. Yeah,
That
that's a
was
good
really
impression. Do you want to squeeze in one more?
We could do one more.
All right, I'll see if I can find a real good one.
Wait a second. Yeah, just to clarify, I was 23 technically when I married my wife, so there you go. I was going to be 24 that year. So. I was one of
Still
those.
23.
Yeah, I was one of those somehow old-fashioned people that waited till they were married, even though I didn't even really think about it.
Okay, here we go to close this out.
Don't really
Username
care.
Batgirl1352. Headline: I'm not a booty call, so don't ask.
Which means she definitely is a booty call.
Yeah,
so
no
please
kidding.
ask.
To actually.
She's asking for trolls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, about me. Hello, I'm. ... the name. With a I. And no, not name. Just name. I'm ... I'm 27. I have 2 beautiful children who are my world. I'm a medical coder for a neurosurgery office. I just switched jobs recently for a closer commute and to do what I went to school for. I absolutely love it. I love Batman.
Absolutely love it.
I love Batman horror movies. Oh, here we go. My girl. My type of girl. I love Batman horror movies, crocheting. No, you lost me right there. And then she picks it back up with Netflix and caffeine. I'm pretty much the perfect model of nerd. You know what?
No,
that's what drives
not
me
a
nuts.
perfect model.
Is when someone's out there and it's like, I'm a nerd.
I love how it wasn't popular when we were in school, and now everybody fucking loves us.
We're almost
Pisses me
30 now, and like being a nerd is like socially acceptable and cool. Back when we were in high school, we were nerds. No one liked us.
I mean, I was never really bullied.
No, I wasn't
much or
either,
anything,
but still, like it's.
I mean, we were excluded from a lot of shit.
Exactly.
Which, I don't know.
Yeah. I think most people spend most of their time on these talking about things they like. So let's go through things I dislike instead. Toothpaste left in the sink.
What a level.
Oh boy.
Super cleanliness. I agree with that.
So wait. So she's gonna be OCD about the fucking toothpaste in the sink.
That's weird.
But then she's not gonna flip out over super cleanliness.
That's a good
Really?
point.
No, clingy.
She dislikes
Clingy.
super clean.
Oh, clingy.
Clingy.
Oh, like, oh
Clingy.
man, you're
Clingy,
clingy to
yeah.
me. Okay.
Jealousy
Yeah, I was confused,
issues, mommy issues, tomatoes, fluffy food.
I don't like tomatoes either. Like,
Fluffy food, you guys.
fluffy food like a corn tortilla.
Marshmallows, whipped cream, etc. Why don't you
What
like
the
fluffy
fuck?
food? Who the hell doesn't like marshmallows or whipped cream?
I like
I
whipped
don't
cream
like
marshmallows. Can
marshmallows.
fucking suck.
Yeah, I fucking hate marshmallows.
Banana
with
flavored
passion.
Laffy Taffy. This is a specific fucking
Wow.
profile.
Although to be fair,
I
banana
agree
flavored
with
Laffy Taffy is pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
Laffy
is
Taffy
good,
is
it's not
good,
bad.
except for that sour
I don't
apple
like
bullshit.
banana flavor.
Arrogance booty calls winter. Fuck
Well, Illinois is out of the
fuck
picture.
this girl.
No wonder she's on this fucking
Tea
dating
and
site.
coffee. Coffee's
Kidding.
awesome. And reality. I agree with that.
So,
Reality
well,
TV.
Well, then answer me this: how is she the perfect model of a nerd?
Right.
I agree.
I'm quite the
kinda
introvert at the
odd.
moment, but with not a lot of free time. But it would be nice to have some chit chat buddies to see if it grew into something more. I'm just a punk rock mom living in a small town life.
What is she like, the 2015 version of John Mellencamp? What, did he have a sex change?
Nice.
Did he do a fucking Caitlyn Jenner here?
Nice.
Did he do Born in the USA?
No, that was Bruce Springsteen,
That's
right?
the boss,
sorry.
man. Don't be
Yeah.
dissing the
No,
boss.
I'm not trying to diss him.
Yeah, he did like Jack and Diane, like Jack and Diane.
Oh yeah.
Little Pink Houses.
Little-
Yeah.
True story. That song is actually about vagina.
Is it really?
I bet
Oh man!
Oh,
All right, that America.
First date, I
There you
hate
go.
picking places. I'm indecisive and I won't choose, so I prefer the guy to take over and decide. ... Yes. ... I'm that girl.
So she's a submissive. She has a serious OCD problem. She has 2 kids, so she's a former slut bag. And I mean, really, and she has a high ego, very inflated, because she's the perfect model of nothing, not of nerds. Like, Jesus Christ, lady.
Yeah,
like,
that is an inflated ego.
I mean, for
Big
fuck's
time.
sakes, can we
That's
really
a lot of the
dial it?
problem with these profiles
Yeah.
is that they're either just out there or just
Mm-hmm.
too specific to where like you read them and you're just like, I don't fit into any of this shit.
Yeah,
I mean that's a serious dumpster fire of hodgepodgeness there. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
What I feel sorry for the guys that actually have to date that fucking thing. I mean,
I agree.
how could you
I
ever?
agree.
How could you ever please somebody like that? What happens the one night you feel like, you know what? I want some fucking banana Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, no
You
kidding.
did it.
It's a yeah. If you
accidentally
yeah,
leave
you're gonna
toothpaste
get
in the sink. Oh,
I'll leave toothpaste in the sink on purpose just to piss this bitch off.
Right. So that was Why Should I Date You? So a lot of those profiles that I picked out, don't date them. They seem pretty terrible.
Don't date any of them. My God.
Right.
Keep
Why
them.
didn't Alien vs Predator, the arcade game, ever be ported to a console? It's fucking incredible.
Looks cool. Looks cool.
Anyway. Well, I mean, except for that part, but
We are
like,
far over. How were we at right now?
2 hours and 41 minutes.
Woo!
Almost 42.
Goodness.
Damn.
Man,
I mean,
we've-
this was a damn good episode. We have a lot of shit in it.
yeah, we did the entirety of Independence Day. I think that's the runtime. Pretty sure.
Travis! Travis! Oh my God, David. We fill the podcast, Travis. I'm just that round face. I'm having Oh my God, David, what I sell my mother to. David. Oh, every station's making like it's 1950s. We got stereo, we got still all kinds of distortions.
His Marty trumps my Marty.
Old Jewish.
It used to be better, but it's getting.
Any closing words?
Next week, in the honor of the podcast, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come on the show myself, and I'm going to read the entire script of Independence Day from every perspective.
God.
Marty comes in and he
I
says,
would love to
"Travis,
see that.
you can't do this." And I said, "Yes, I can. It's science. I don't even have to know what the movie says. I'm just going to make up my own
It
script.
sounds like Independence Day to
It's
me.
going to be so much better. Here comes the aliens. Oh, look, there's the black guy flying down from
The black guy flying down it.
Oh my
man.
God, that's a perfect Brando.
I keep forgetting the sequel's coming out next year.
It
I'm
does,
excited.
Yeah. Summer
I can't wait to see
16,
it. I
yeah.
love Independence Day, dude.
Is it going to come with an extra new Will Smith? Hippity hop?
Welcome those. Well, like it's supposed to be his son in the movie, but it's not Jaden Smith. But like
Thank
his,
God for
you
that.
know, his son's supposed to be the main character, and I think they said that they're just going to say that he disappeared, so that just in case they, you know, get Will Smith to come to his senses, he'll do it. Yeah. I don't fucking understand why he's not doing it, honestly.
They're kind of running out of time for
Yeah,
that
so-
shit, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. So, well, because I guess they're supposed to do Independence Day 3 and 4 back to back, which is always a good idea. That always works out. So
Yeah.
it's a weird world we live in that 20 years later we're getting Independence Day 2 finally. Which I wrote many a sequel when I was a kid. And I'm excited.
Right, I've seen them.
Yeah, they're pretty rough. One of them was called Black Hole Sun, where like aliens came back, and then they were like, "Hey, let's just create a black hole sun to destroy the entire planet." Well,
oh, son.
yeah, so I was a huge fan of that song then. So yeah, that was
shit.
Soundgarden's fucking awesome.
Yep.
They're still fucking good.
Oh yeah.
But if nothing else, that's the podcast. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you, yes, for listening. Thanks for DJ for
thank you.
Oh, yeah,
Dave,
Thanks for having me on.
Totally.
Yeah, definitely. We probably won't see you guys next week with a new episode.
Expect one within the next couple weeks.
Well, we'll have this one up next week for your listening pleasure. Next week is the holidays. Everybody will be with their families for Thanksgiving. And then we'll have another one the following week, which will probably be me and Andy and whoever, the guest spots. So yeah, we'll see you in probably 2 weeks.
2 weeks. All right, have a good night, guys. Take care.
Yep. See you later.
Good evening.
Adios.